Hmm. Yeah. Chrome updated, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. All the updates in the world. Let's see. Okay. Control panel. Open. There we go. Chat's on. Yes. No, it's not. There we go. Okay. Hey, German. Yeah, I'll play a game in Geniza, huh? Why not? Why not? I don't care. I got a pretty cool camo for it. So, hey Ryan. Yep. My Geniza now looks amazing. Looks very sexy. Very sexy. I wish it was just like I wish they just had the fire there, the flame, and not the whole engines in the front and everything. The fucking exhaust pipes, whatever you want to call them. It's kind of weird looking, but do a speed build. Oh, I was about to click B to go do it. Oops. Hey Dart. Hey Crusher. Slim Jim. Hello, hellos. Yeah, been super busy. Haven't been playing. Actually, I've been missing some days on the calendar. I had to go unlock one or two, I think. Just been a wild couple days. Past 3 days for me. Yeah. A lot of things happen in real life, and really haven't had much time to play games. Got school to focus on. That's understandable. Yep. Yep. And I've been quite sad recently and angry, and it's just all sorts of shit going on. Sad times, man. Sad times. Be advised of be advised of bad teams. That's nothing new. I'm fully aware. I always expect the worst. Anytime I play Legends, I expect just like the dumbest shit to go on. It's just Legends. It's in its nature. The bad shit. You're just gonna have whack ass shit, man. Yeah. R.I.P. dude. I can't. You know, I just can't. It's just so sad. It's so sad. Especially, I mean, someone like him. Ugh. I'm more angry though. I'm not sad. I'm more angry. Like, yeah. So fucking pissed. Still am. Yeah, I know. People celebrating. There's a special place in hell for people like that. To celebrate anybody dying. Like, straight up celebrate. Nah, bro. It's not okay. But hey, Ghost, just wanted to let you know. The sign outside of the hospital they took Charlie. It's covered in flowers and flags. I live 20 minutes from it. Yeah, it's so, and it's just someone like him too. He had such a huge following, and what he did was amazing. And yep, and someone took his life. They couldn't win. They couldn't beat him in a debate, so they had to kill him. And yep, he would allow people to come up, and people would come up and get the mic, and they'd be given a microphone. Anybody could do it. Anybody can come up and say what they want, and he would debate them and talk to them, and yep, and he died for that. That's just, it's not American, man. That's so un-American. It's actually, that's like some fifth world. That's just barbaric. That's not even third world country. That's just unhuman. I mean, that is insane. Just for someone to get killed like that. And it's been happening all too often recently. Like, way too often. And some people try to politicize it. Some people say we gotta get rid of guns and all that. And it's not the issue. It's just people. The people are the issue. You know, there's too many crazy people out there. People need to get some help, man. There's a serious underlying mental health crisis, man. And it's not just in the U.S., it's in a lot of other countries too. But it is very much so in the U.S. I don't even see other countries getting down to this level, I don't think. I mean, that's not true. There are some pretty fucked up shit happening in other countries, but I mean, here in the U.S., you know, we're a beacon of, like, hope and liberty and all that and freedom and all this shit happening. It's just embarrassing. It's sad. You played Firefighter Simulator Ignite? I saw it's a new game. No, I haven't. Nope. I haven't really been playing a lot of things. As of recently, I haven't been. It's just fucking... Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, too. They don't have the guy yet. He's actually out right now. He's out and about. We don't know where he is. I don't think, unless something's happened, but... Yep. But the guy that did it, nobody has him in custody yet, so we don't know. We have, I think there's been pictures of him from CCTV, but who they think he might be. But yeah, so it was very organized. I mean, you know, whoever did it kind of knows what they're doing. They knew to get the fuck out of there the second they shot. So yeah. I guess the rifle was recovered. I don't know who used the rifle. I don't know what the rifle was. But it was some sort of high-powered rifle. Oh, I know. That Ukrainian girl, yep, and then she was a refugee. And actually, before, when that happened, Charlie Kirk covered it. He talked about it. And he was literally giving his stick on it. It's kind of crazy, and then he gets killed himself. It's just like, wow, man. Wow. And it's kind of crazy, too, when all this is going down. There's school shootings happening all the time, and... Oh, I do. I believe that. Anybody who's happy, anybody who is genuinely happy that someone gets killed, especially like that, they're insane. They're mentally ill. They need to go be locked up in a mental institution. They should never be allowed to be out and about. They should be locked in a psych ward and have their brains examined. Because it's unhuman. It's unnormal. I mean, how can you be like that? I don't wish death upon anybody. I don't care who you are, you know? It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what is wrong with some people? It's absolutely despicable that some people out there who hate someone so much that they wish genuine death upon them. It's just like, wow, dude. I mean, you shouldn't even be allowed to be in society. I think you're a danger to it. If push came to shove, you would just let everybody die around you that you don't like. And that's dangerous. You shouldn't even be allowed to be even around anybody. That is some next level hatred. You should not even be allowed to be a citizen. It's just... It's downright unhuman. Like, that level of hatred is insane. What happened to people fighting it out in debates? What happened to people going to the ballot box when they don't get their way and they don't like someone politically? But the way I see it too, at least Charlie's in heaven, man. He's having nothing but peace and love up there. He doesn't gotta worry about anything anymore. He's being taken care of, man. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Turpitz. Yep. It's just, it's a sad, sad world we live in. Very sad. Very fucking sad. Anchorage. I could play Anchorage. Yeah, I'm to the point where I'm more angry. You know, I'm just angry. I'm so angry. I'm so pissed. I mean, man. I didn't want to drive to the hospital when I heard he got shot. I wanted to fucking go out and punch somebody. Like, I was, dude. And it's only gonna get worse because I'm not the only one that feels that way, you know, like, man. This is some fucking 1860 type shit. Like, this is some straight up Civil War Bruin type shit going on. I mean, if this keeps happening, people are gonna get real fucking fed up really fucking quick. I mean, look at the House of Representatives. I mean, some people didn't even want to at least take a minute just to, you know, at least for the children of him, you know, give a moment of silence. Hell, they wouldn't even clap for a kid with cancer that got made an honorary Secret Service member. I mean, it's just absolute unhuman, lizard-like behavior. And the last time it was this bad was when a bunch of states seceded and the Civil War broke out. It's just absolutely insane. I mean, it's just fucking wrong, dude. The last time this many shots have been fired at, like, big political people was back when MLK and RFK and JFK were all around, you know? All those major activists that were, you know, championing for rights and all that for black people and all that. Last time that this kind of shit happened was way back then. And now it's happening again. Because of all the major shit happening now. And man. But we got through it at least back then. Will we get over this whole hump we're having here? I hope so. I hope it doesn't devolve into that. Well, Charlie Kirk, he had a much bigger following. That's why the media's made him that's why he's a lot more in the media right now. He had a huge following. He had a huge impact. I think the reason why Trump won the election was because of him. He had a huge influence. Huge online influence. Way more so than the people in... the lawmakers that got murdered down in Minnesota. I'm not saying their murders any less, you know. It's sad that happened. There's no excuse for that. That's horrible. It's even happening, but he had a bigger following. That's why he's getting more attention. At the end of the day, the media's got to make their money and get their clicks, and that gets a lot of clicks. Bigger shit like that. There was actually a school shooting that was happening while Charlie Kirk, when Charlie Kirk got shot, there was a school shooting going on, and nobody talked about it at all. And it's because media, at the end of the day, it's a business. They gotta, you know, fucking, gotta get their clicks somewhere. So that was bigger news. It was bigger news. So it got more attention. But I heard about the lawmaker shit. It got quite a bit of attention. When the fucking dude dressed up as a cop went in there and murdered those people, I think all the stations were covering it. It's just... it didn't get as much coverage because they weren't as popular as Charlie Kirk was. I mean, Charlie Kirk was huge. Everybody knows Charlie Kirk from... not everybody, but most people do know him from both sides of the aisle. I didn't hear about those... I didn't even know who those Minnesota lawmakers were until it was mentioned. And, yeah, it's just, wow. It's crazy it's even happening. You know? Yeah, the lockdown, yeah. It's just, wow. Yeah, and I'm wondering when people will figure out that guns are not the problem, it's the people. that use the guns. That's the problem. People are the problem. It's not the guns. Never has been. You know, as far as this nation's been alive and around, America was built around guns. Guns are a part of our DNA as Americans. You can't just take them away. And even if you do decide, let's say for a minute, everybody agree, let's take guns away. What would end up happening is everybody would still get a hold of guns. People would still use guns. It wouldn't change anything. Same thing goes with drugs. Drugs are illegal. All sorts of drugs are illegal. But people still get a hold of them, and people still use them. You can make all the things illegal. People are still going to use them and get a hold of them and do bad things with them. Making a law is not going to magically solve the problem. The underlying problem. That being, people have mental issues. It's too much of it going around. Yeah, W Helena player, right? Yeah. It's just... It's that simple, you know? Not if you live in Oregon, yes. Can't forget about Oregon. Yep, they made all drugs legal. They're like, well, if all guns are legal, let's just make drugs legal. I mean, people are already doing all the drugs. Why not make drugs legal, right? I think it's funny, but no, I mean, you can't drugs are a completely different thing compared to guns. Actually, drugs kill more people than guns do. They do. They kill a lot more people, and they're abused a lot more. And even my family, I've got a lot of addiction problems. Not, I'm saying me, but my mom and my father, or my mom and my dad. They're both victims to that, and they're still to this day trying to get over addiction. It's horrible, horrible. And all these issues are all intertwined. You know, it all comes down to mental illness problems. People need help. There needs to be a lot more love in this world, man. And it just doesn't happen. There's so much hate. There's so much hate. And it fuels these people to go out and do these things. It does. So much hate. So much... It's just sad, man. From all sides. From all sides. It's not just a left or right issue. You know, the left, they say their things, and the right say their things. And it causes shit to happen all the time. You know? People gotta dial it back. Way back. On all sides. Even Trump does sometimes. You know, everybody does. And I'm a supporter of Trump, and I'm saying that, like, sometimes he says some shit, and people take it the wrong way, and they go do things. Same thing with a lot of these Democrat people. They say the wrong things, and they go out and do things, and you gotta stop, man. Gotta stop demonizing all these people. Because it just makes shit so much worse. It really does. Or if you're gonna demonize them, you gotta at least clarify every time. Don't go out and hurt them. You know, because some of these fundamentalists will go out and hurt people. They're like, wow, this person's saying that this person's a threat to our country. I gotta go out and take matters in my own hands, man. And they'll do it. These people, we've already seen it. They'll go out and they'll shoot somebody because of the shit they see online and hear online. Because they don't know the difference. They don't know any better. You know? Just look at all the, you know, shit going on. It's just, it's all evidence of that. I don't know what it is with these Flandras, man. Every lobby I get into, I got a secondary Flandra. Like, Lord have mercy. I'd like not to deal with this. Now, why is it every game I'm getting into has a Flandra secondary build? Like, can I not get into these games, please? I'm a self-conservative. Absolutely hate when people try to use stuff to push a political agenda. I've seen, yeah. Yep. It's not a political issue, really, a lot of this. It's all mental, man. It's mental issues. And all sides, they need to come together and try to just battle this, man. Stream sniper? No, no. It's just I'm getting unlucky matchmaking, that's all. It's fine. I just stopped shooting my guns, and I'm just gonna get this cap and chill. I just don't want to... Actually, I could shoot right now. My smoke firing penalty's not active, so I'm good. Can open up. Make asylums great again. I don't know about asylums, but I know it's a joke, but... Maybe not asylums, but there needs to be a lot more stuff for just mental. You know? People who are a threat, they gotta get put away. And they gotta get help, man. Make rehab great again? Yes, rehabilitations for a lot of these people. I agree. Maybe they need to make it a law where you need to go get help. Like, you need every year, or let's say every year or so, you gotta go and you gotta get evaluated. Go to a doctor. I don't know. I mean, again, it's kind of sad because there's not a lot you can do for these people. That, you know, they show not a lot of signs. They don't show a lot of signs that they're ill. And they slip through the cracks. But there's also a lot you can do to not have as many mental ill people out there. You can, like, limit a lot of these, like, Reddit groups. I mean, you see how much hate? Do you see how much hate is online now these days? There's just absolute pure hatred. You know, it's not even freedom of speech anymore. It's just straight up hatred. Calls for violence online, in Discords, in Reddits, in Facebooks. People calling for violence. And the people who run those apps don't do anything about it. You know? They don't do anything about it. They gotta immediately be stopped, because some people will read that and they'll agree and they'll go out and do things. You know, you gotta not feed this shit. There's a lot of groups out there that make this stuff okay, you know? They all get together and they tell themselves that being this way is okay. It's not. It's not. There needs to be a crackdown online, man, for a lot of this shit. People need to be banned. Just straight up not be given phone rights. Like, if people are talking that way online, they should be, you know, if they're serious about a lot of this, they gotta get banned. Straight up, they should never be allowed to go on an app like that. You know? Alrighty, Crusher. Have a good night, man. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what I am. I think I'm Gen X or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's just crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff. I kind of want to play Brisbane. It's been a minute. Maybe not Radar Brisbane. I might... Yeah, I was born in 2005. Oh, Gen Z. Okay. I don't know. I'll go Radar Brisbane. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it. Gen X. Oh, Gen Z, Gen X, Gen whatever. Liberals, fruitcakes, fucking conservatives, elephants, zebras, giraffes. I don't fucking know anymore. Yeah. And also, a lot of this too, a lot of this mental stuff, you know, people don't got the support like they did. They don't got the traditional values anymore. A lot of people just don't. Like, I don't even sit at a dinner table when I eat dinner anymore. I haven't done that in like 10 years, man. There's no traditional values anymore in a lot of homes. Nobody believes in God anymore. And, you know, like Ronald Reagan once said, you know, if you don't believe in, you know, if the nation doesn't believe in God, then, you know, you're not going to have a nation anymore. It definitely applies to the U.S. This nation was built on Christian values. And a lot of that's going away. It's going away. You know? Yeah. Yeah, you did put that in the server. But it's true, man. I'm going to find that real quick. I'm going to find that quote. I'm going to roll up. Here we go. If we ever forget that we are one nation under God, then we will be a nation gone under. It's a very good quote. That's why on all of our dollar bills it says, "In God we trust." That's why when you say the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And people, that just goes right over your head when you say those things, you know? People forget, man. People just take they take all their rights for granted and everything, and they're not grateful anymore. There's not enough patriotism anymore. There's not enough thanks to our veterans and our service members and everybody who helps out there all the time. A lot of police officers don't get the recognition anymore, EMS people, because nobody cares anymore. Everybody takes that all for granted. Like, people forget what this country was built upon, so a lot of this just happens now, and because of it, people forget. They forget. And our school systems need to push this into a lot more people. Universities especially. The universities need to get a lot more patriotism restored. People need to love our country more. Because a lot of this, when you don't, you don't care as much anymore about these things, and that brews a lot of bad stuff. It does. It does. You know, if you forget your past, if you forget the history, if you forget history, you're doomed to repeat it, man. That's what's fucking happening. It's almost like poetic, I wouldn't say poetic justice, but it's just, it all makes sense, man, when you think about it. Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yep, losing all my health. Great. Just getting railed.
Critical engine damage.
No DDs are close. I can't even get away. I'm just on a perma-spotted here. This is bad. My engine's knocked out. I'm trying to get back, but when you're spotted, it's like, what's the point? They keep knocking out everything on my ship. It's kind of hard for me to fucking retreat when I got an engine knocked out. What? Just got Bolaris from a crate. Nice, Justin. Hell yeah. Was forced to take down anti-communist posters? That's wild. Why do I even bother turning if I'm just gonna get hit anyway every time I turn? Like, why dodge when you're still gonna get railed like a fucking French whore on a Saturday night? I mean, like, damn, dude. It's like I shouldn't even ever shoot my guns. I should just get a camera and record the battle and just be a fucking fly on a wall. They don't allow that, but they allow the pride flag in a lot of places they do. Hey, Quake. Did you hear about the shooting at the Naval Academy? No, I didn't hear about this. I didn't hear about this. There's so much shit going on, dude. It's actually wild. It's fucking wild, all the shit going on. It's just fuck me, man. Everything's going bad. People getting shot, people getting killed. I mean, every time I look on the news, there's some shit going on, bro. I mean, the world's always been like this. This isn't nothing new. I mean, with social media and everything, we get a lot more coverage of everything, but lately it's been bad. You know, really bad. You know it's bad when very, very large activists, political activists are getting killed. Like, that shit's getting crazy. That's when you know shit's starting to hit the fan. More so. Ugh. A lot of evil, though. There's a lot of evil in this world. But it'll all be okay one day. When the man returns and wipes it all away. Starts anew. Zatombik, hello, hello. Good evening. What's wrong with the pride flag? Nothing's wrong with the pride flag, except when you replace it with the American flag and you replace it with, like anti-communist stuff. I would rather see anti-communist stuff than a pride flag. A pride flag has no business being in a school. None. It's about sexualities, and people, especially children, should not be exposed to that. That's a thing that should be kept between your family and your loved ones and your parents. That has no business being in school. Teachers should not be talking about your sexualities at all. I think you should get immediately fired if you are even trying to insinuate that it's okay to be this or that. That's none of your fucking business. Teachers should have no business doing that. That should be kept with family, loved ones, and maybe therapists and whatnot, but that's it. Children's brains are not even fully developed until, like, you're 25. So my brain's not even fully developed. I should just stay out of schools, period. Period. It should not even be in schools. In classrooms, with stuff that should be in classrooms is the stuff that relates to what's in the classroom, what you're going to be talking about. History. If it's a history room, there should be historical stuff in the classroom, you know. Globes, paintings of battles and shit. There should be no pride flags. The fuck? A 5-year-old, a 8-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 12-year-old should not be learning about gay, trans, lesbians, and stuff. They don't need to know any of that. Too innocent, dude. They'll figure that shit out when they get older. Fucking disgusting. I'm glad my schools around here don't. My teachers keep that shit out of there. Yeah, fuck pronouns, man. Pronouns are a joke. You know what my pronouns are? M-A-G-A. Those are my pronouns. Ma/ga. Alright? That's my fucking pronouns. He, him, they, them. My pronouns are Z and bruh. I'm a zebra. You know, fuck that. That's a part of the whole mentally ill thing. And that's a hot take, but for some people. But, yeah, that's my opinion. I think if you want to be known as an animal, you're just ill. You're just, literally, yeah. You need to get some help, man. You need to get knocked back into reality. You gotta get hit over the back of the head a little bit, just slapped, you know? You gotta get brought back to this world. Some people genuinely, you know, they are convinced that they're an animal, like a fucking bear or something. It's like, what are we doing? What are we doing, bro? I identify as a Apache helicopter or some shit. That's the shit. Like, I don't care, like, what you do, but yeah, the second you start pushing it on others, that's where I have a problem, you know? Oh, we are a bunch of animals, but you know what? I'm talking different types of animals. Sarcastic. Yeah. I'm talking like humans that want to be known as like fucking cats. Like they identify as cats and they want everybody to adhere to their gender or whatever. It's no, bro. No, 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 no. Like when I go into a store, I'm a man, right? I'm a man, but I don't go up to people and I don't say, "Hi, my name's Alex. I am a man, and I want you to call me a man. I want you to call me this. I want you to call me that." And I don't push my identity onto people. I don't. It's none of their business, and I keep it to myself. But then you got these people who go out and they push this onto everybody, and we get drove nuts by it. We don't care. Keep it away from me. I don't want to know. Like I don't want to know your whole story sometimes. You know what I mean? Just keep it to yourself. Keep your sexuality to yourself. Doesn't gotta be flaunted, man. It doesn't. Go have your own little thing in your house. Go have your own little event somewhere and just don't push it on people. Don't push it on people. And that's what's going on a lot of this shit. And it drives people like me nuts. Luckily, it doesn't happen to me often. When you push it onto me, I get a little frustrated. I don't want to be around you. I want to go somewhere else. You know? I'm like, okay, thanks. Didn't need to know any of that. You just kind of disturbed me a little. Just makes you think you're a little cuckoo, you know? A normal person, like, doesn't go up and, you know, do that. Like, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I don't go up to people and tell them that, "Hi, my name's Alex. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. Would you like to know about your Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?" I don't do that to people either. I only bring it up when it's relevant. Like, if we're having a conversation about religion, then I bring it up. But usually I don't push it on people intentionally, you know? I don't. I keep it to myself, keep it in my house. I go to church where it's a closed environment where like-minded folks can express themselves. You know? It's all paid for by people like me. I pay for that stuff. I give money for that stuff. You know, my church was built by people like me. It wasn't funded by my fucking town. It's a church that was paid by fellow Christians. I remember when my church was just a very small little room in a building over not too far from me. And it got bigger and bigger and bigger because we all pitched in, we helped, and we paid, and because we love, you know, doing that. And it got bigger and bigger, and it grew. I've been going there since I was a kid. It's good to see. And people who are that way should have their own little group and their own thing and keep it away from people. And, you know, not flaunt it on everybody in public places. It's like, dude, go somewhere. Go somewhere. Get your own piece of land and go have your own, like, your own LGBTQ plus church or something. Go form your own thing. You know, it's the great thing about America. You can do stuff like that. You can go form your own little church or your own little covenant or whatever for whatever you believe in, and as long as it follows the law and whatnot, and you're not like planning to bomb someplace or making an HQ to like take down America, you know. And people don't understand that. Like a lot of people don't get that. It's like just keep it to yourselves, you know. Do it the right way. Be respectful about it. Like, why you gotta go in public places and why do you gotta go on street corners and have big parades, public parades in public places where a lot of people pay tax money for? Why do you got to go block entire streets and cut off stuff that's publicly paid for that a lot of us don't even want? And take down the American flags and put them up and put pride flags up in public places that's publicly funded that doesn't need to be there. It's like, you don't see fucking bunch of crosses and you know the American flag is getting taken down and put up with like Jesus flags. We don't do that. We don't. The American flag comes above all else, and your state flag. The American flag, your state flag, and your town or city flag comes before everything else. Nothing else should really be up there. Hey, Waddle. Who are your top 5 favorite presidents? My number... Okay, I'll start from the back. I would say Trump is my 5th favorite currently. My 4th favorite is probably there's so many presidents, man. I really got to think. My 4th favorite is probably Thomas Jefferson. No, he's higher. He's much higher. My 4th favorite. That's I got to think back. Probably Trump is my 5th. My 4th. I would say I gotta get a list. Hold on. List of presidents. I gotta actually find this. Okay. Oh, hello. I would say Ronald Reagan is my 4th. My 3rd favorite president is probably Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt. My 3rd favorite. My 2nd favorite president is Abraham Lincoln. No. He's my 1st. My 2nd favorite president is George Washington. My 2nd favorite's Washington, and Lincoln's my 1st. But those intertwine. But I say sometimes that Lincoln's my favorite. I'll say sometimes that that Washington was. Lincoln saved our nation. Without Lincoln, we would not be here today. We wouldn't be here today. Same thing goes with Washington. Without those two figures in American history, the United States would cease to exist. It would not be a thing. Or it might exist under Lincoln, but it wouldn't be the same as it is today. We wouldn't have a full country. It would be half of what it is, literally. You know, Lincoln saved our country from tearing itself apart. He restored the Union. Without him, we wouldn't have a country. We wouldn't. We just wouldn't. Same thing goes with Washington. He led our troops into battle, and he won us independence with the help of the French. Without him, we wouldn't be a nation either. He was a great leader. Same thing goes with Washington. Yeah. Like, right now, personally, Trump is my 5th, but that could change. That could change, you know. There's a lot of people that can get put in that place. Teddy Roosevelt, I like Teddy. Just because I like him, he's a badass. Like, that's just like a personal thing. He's just cool. Good old bull moose Teddy. But he, yeah. He's just one of the most American presidents ever. Dude was a fucking badass. He led fucking troops right into battle with the Rough Riders and on fucking horseback, dude. What a fucking dude. And he did a lot for the U.S. Navy and for the country and whatnot. Yeah, he was a bit of an imperialist. You know, manifest destiny and all that, but... Oh, and he did broker peace, too. Kinda, like, intentionally, but, you know. He got a peace prize and all that crap. For brokering peace between the Japanese and the Russians, I think. But there's more that he did. I don't know the exact specifics, but... Yeah. And FDR, I think FDR was a good wartime president. A good leader. But all of his other policies, I just don't agree with a lot of the stuff. Social Security's good and all, but it's done a lot of, like... I mean, it's social, you know? It's social. He was kind of a socialist. And, you know, the internment of Japanese civilians and all that. And, I mean, that's an example used by a lot. But I just... Economically speaking, I think he was alright. He's a decent leader during wartime. Decent leader during wartime. He kind of founded Social Security a bit there. But again, that's biting us in the ass. That's adding a lot to the debt, dude. And is it a good thing? Yes. But is it a bad thing? Yes. I mean, it's good and bad. It's, at the end of the day, it's kind of a socialist thing. Social Security. It's a good and a bad thing. It adds a lot into the debt, but it does help out a lot of people. So, you know, I think it's a better thing, though. For sure. But... Yeah. And he also saved our country from the Great Depression as well. So I probably no. You know what? Who was my fourth pick? Reagan. I'll put Reagan fifth, or I'll put Reagan fourth. I'll keep Reagan fourth. I might put FDR where Trump is. It's kind of an off. You know, FDR is probably my favorite Democrat president, maybe aside from Kennedy. But again, I just don't agree with a lot of their policies. You know, with the Democrat policies, I don't. I just don't. So it's hard for me to do that. Off the top of my head, there was other things I didn't like about not Theodore Roosevelt. There was a lot of things I didn't like about Franklin Roosevelt. I don't remember them off the top of my head. But yeah. Honestly, I don't remember the reasons why I like a lot of these people off the top of my head. Well, that's not new, Slim Jim. A lot of these presidents they're just Americans, you know. A lot of sin goes on with these guys. It's nothing new. They all got their faults. But in some situations though, I mean, they're number one, you know. Like FDR can be a number one president in a lot of people's lists depending on the situations and whatnot. You know, every list is different. Yep. Like Trump can be number one for me, like right now. If I really like his policies. Trump's policies, he can be a number one president sometimes on my lists. I'll say he's number one. I'll say a lot of presidents they're just so good, man. There's a lot of good ones out there. Yes, they do some bad stuff, but some of them do some bad shit, but who doesn't? Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does shady shit. It's like everybody's got skeletons in their closet. That's nothing new. But I agree with almost all of Trump's policies. I don't think there's ever been a president where I'm like, yeah, I'm like, preach, brother, preach. Like, yeah, FDR was the closest we became to having like an absolute monarchy, bro. Bro was about to be king. He kept getting reelected, 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 reelected. I mean, no president has ever been more reelected than FDR. I mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, he was a good leader. I mean, he kept our country together, you know? So that alone, I give him a lot of respect for. And he had good speeches and shit, but aside from that, I mean, I'm just not a huge fan, you know? Had a lot of stress. I would too after serving, what, 12, almost 15 years in office or whatever it was? Or like, yeah, no, like 20 almost. Dude was in for 4 fucking terms. 4, 8, 12. The dude was going to go on like 16 to 20 years. And people kept voting him in because, again, at the current time, he was seen as a great president. And he was. Now, these days, I don't know. Him coming in now would be disastrous, probably. I mean, he had some conservative values, even. FDR did. He didn't want to get involved in any wars. He didn't want to bother. I think in a lot of ways. You know, he found creative ways to, like, get weapons to fucking Britain without getting directly involved in the war. Like, he sent, I think, wasn't it like he had horses bring airplanes over to Canada so that way the British could get them through that way? You know? Yeah. He died shortly, after his 4th term, yeah. Yeah. Like, and like Kennedy, for example, I like JFK, but he was a good speaker and all. I don't think he had a lot of, his action just wasn't very good. And he wasn't a president for a long time, obviously, because he got JFK'd. You know, that's where we get that term from. Bro got fucking domed because people are crazy. People just they're so in their zone about their politics that they'll kill somebody over their politics. It's insane. You know? He was pretty much the first figure. I mean, not really. It goes back to like Lincoln, dude. Lincoln was like the first figure that got killed over politics in American politics. the South wanted their slaves and shit so bad that they were willing to go to war over it, you know? And there's people out there that will say, like, the Civil War wasn't a war about slaves. It was a war about northern aggression or some shit. It was about slaves. And it was also about restoring the Union, you know? Like, for Lincoln, if he could, Lincoln would restore the Union and let slavery be. Like, the Republican Party was founded on the basis of stopping the expansion of slavery. People seem to forget this. Lincoln was voted in because most people in America wanted to stop slavery. Everybody thought it was just an unhuman thing, which it was. And they voted him in, and what happened? Right after the election of 1860, a bunch of fucking southern states started to secede from the Union because they fucking knew that, yeah, exactly, yeah. Slavery was, yeah, it was critical to their economy down there. But that still doesn't change the fact that it's wrong, you know? It's extremely wrong. The Confederate flag in the South. The Confederate flag, and it's not just in the South. There's some places up north too, as far as Michigan. I live in Michigan. I see some, and I don't have any problems with it. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression. And the Confederate flag wasn't, hot take probably for some people, but it wasn't about, for these, a lot of these people who were fighting for the Confederacy were not fighting for slavery. A lot of them were fighting for their homes, their states. You know, people from Tennessee, people from Virginia, people from Florida, Texas. They were fighting for their state. They didn't really, some of them didn't care about slaves. They were just fighting because the Union was invading their homes. So, yeah, the Confederate flag wasn't necessarily a thing of complete hate. It was just it was their flag. It represented their home for the time being, you know? For example, I think Robert E. Lee, you know, he wasn't fighting for the Confederacy because he wanted to keep slaves. He was fighting because it was his home. It was his, you know, that was his fucking home. He's fighting for his state more than his, you know, the politics behind the war. He wasn't fighting for the politics behind the war. He was fighting for his country, his state. And for a lot of people, especially back then, their state meant more than anything than, like, the federal government. Like, they would go to war for their state, their home. And they would die for it. So a lot of people forget that. Like, a majority of Southerners that were fighting in the war weren't, like, fighting for slaves. They were fighting just, again, for their home. So you can't blame all Confederates. You know, not all of them. A lot of them were forced to fight. They were drafted. You know, they were straight up drafted to fight in the Confederate Army. They didn't have a choice. I mean, they did. They could have ran away, but they'd be seen as deserters and they would get hanged and killed, which happened a lot. They were forced to go fight. Ugh, I'm getting fucked up. Everybody just wants a piece of my giblets, man, today. Everybody. Not having an easy time on Legends right now. From then compared to today, yeah. People think that people back then thought the same way they do today. It was a completely different time back then for these people. They didn't have no phones. They didn't have no fucking... They didn't care about their... A lot of the politics today is completely different than what it was back then. Completely different, you know? People forget that. They're like... I don't know. It's just fucking... Yeah. Plus, most people wave the war flag rather than the real flag. Yeah. But for a lot of people, the Confederate flag is just a symbol of, you know, fuck the federal government, basically. Fuck the feds. I mean, that's what the Confederate flag stands for. It stands for fuck the Union, basically. We want our independence. That's basically what it was. And their reasons were wrong, you know, it turns out in the end, but still, back then, they didn't feel that way. Not all of them. Not all of them felt that way. They were so angry over what was going on and whatnot, they wouldn't just roll over. They were willing to die for their shit. Still doesn't change the fact that they were fucking wrong, but yeah, I'm not excusing it either. You know? And this guy's gonna take a torp. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. I'm gonna die anyway, too. So I'll be joining that DD here in a second. They'd be seen as right-wing extremists. Yeah, German. Can't judge people from almost 200 years ago on today's standards. Yeah, exactly, Brick. Yep. Yep. Because of what happened in 2015 Charleston church shooting, that's what made everyone remove the flag, Ghost. What flag? The Confederate flag? I don't even... What? The flag. I don't know. The problem with the Confederate flag is that it's seen as a symbol of hate today. It's not. It's just a symbol of disobedience. It's a symbol of we're going to fight for what we believe in. That's more what the Confederate flag is. Even if what they believe in is wrong, that's what the Confederate flag stands for. It stands for we're going to fight for our home. We're going to fight for what we believe in. That's what the fucking Confederate flag stands for. For American flag, that's supposed to mean I love my nation. I'm going to fight for my nation. I'm going to fight for what my nation believes in. For the Confederates, that's for them. They're going to fight for their home. They're going to fight for their freedom or whatever else. Same sort of deal. It doesn't mean I'm going to fight for my slaves. For some of them, that might be what it means. But no, it's just, again, it's not a, you know. Now, a Nazi flag, that's a whole different ballgame. Like a Nazi flag, you're straight up like, that flag does stand for hate. I mean, that's a bad flag. You know, there's the German flag, the regular German flag. That's not bad. Iron Cross, not bad either. Some people actually think the Iron Cross is a bad symbol. It's not. Like, people are like, oh, the Iron Cross, that's a Nazi thing. No, it's not. The Iron Cross has existed in Germany going back hundreds of years, even into, like, the fucking... It was a reward given to all sorts of soldiers for, you know, fighting valiantly for their country, which you gotta give them a lot of respect for. You know? Like... But yeah, the Nazi flag, that is a hateful flag. Very hateful flag. That stands for a lot of bad. You know what they are. I don't really need to go into it. But that Nazi party, that's what that flag is. Yeah, not a good flag. Not a good look. Not a good look. They still use the Iron Cross on their armor vehicles. Yeah. Yeah. It's a cool symbol, man. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the Iron Cross. Jamming out to Dixie. Oh yeah, there's some good songs. There's nothing wrong with that either. It's just a song. Hitler, yeah, but that flag represents the Nazi party, which was full of hate. Very hateful, very hateful. You want to know some hateful fucking shit? Look at the Nazis. They wanted to straight up like fucking, you know, they were going around rounding people up. They were going around killing people. They were going around to opposing parties. 1930s, even before Hitler was even in power, they were going around straight up beating fucking down all sorts of, you know, kind of like what was happening today. What's happening today. The Nazis were doing. Yep, they were going around fucking straight up opping their fucking political opponents. That flag stands for hate. Because that's what they were all about. They were all about getting in power. That was what it was for them. They didn't care. I mean, the thing is, true, they, in a lot of ways, the fucking Nazi party, they used a lot of their speech as a guise to get into power. And a lot of people compare that to Trump. And I could see why they do it. Like, they're like, oh, wow, Trump's a Nazi. He got into power kind of the same way Hitler did. Kind of. Which is kind of true, but America's such a better nation compared to Germany back then. Germany's, what do you call it? Germany's democracy, its government structure is completely different to America. America has so many checks and balances in place that it's almost impossible for something like that to happen. It just wouldn't happen, especially in these day and ages with all the cameras and shit going around. It's almost impossible for a coup of that magnitude to happen again in a nation like America, of all places. And everybody has guns. In Germany, almost nobody had guns. The guns were reserved for, like, military people. In America, you can't just round up people here, except illegal immigrants. But they were all about rounding up legal immigrants, like, straight up every Jew. Every Jew, everybody, they got rounded up, sent away, put away. In America, we're about rounding up illegals and sending them away. And the current, a lot of the media will say, like, oh, the Republicans, ICE, they're rounding up legal people. They're rounding up all sorts of people they don't agree with, and they're sending them away. Not true. That's completely false. If you do your research, they're not. They're trying to crack down on illegal immigrants. You know, because there's millions of them in here that got in under certain people's administrations that we all know and love. So, yeah. I can guarantee you, if Trump is literally Hitler, like a lot of these people say, America wouldn't be a thing anymore. He would have already acted long ago. He would have acted long ago. He would be Hitler like now. He'd be dictator if he really wanted that to happen. You know? So it's like, it's so stupid. And that kind of talk, that gets him shot at. Just saying, it's what happened. That kind of talk, comparing Trump and these people to Hitler, it gets people shot. It's like, it's not the same situation at all. Yep, everybody just calls each other Nazis and Hitler these days. It's so... They can never state the difference between legal and illegal immigration either. Yeah. You know, it's sad too. Charlie Kirk, that was one of his main talking points too with a lot of these people that debated him. He talked about that all the time with people. I've seen so many clips with him with people debating that same issue, and I don't think there's a single one, not a single person could prove Charlie like wrong in a lot of his core like beliefs and political beliefs come to like immigration and all that. None of them could. You know, none of them can prove him wrong. The only area where he was proved wrong in the end was when he got shot. Yep. Bro just, yeah, you know, took a bullet. Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, Hitler was openly hateful towards all these people, too. Like, Hitler and all the Nazis in the Nazi party, they were all openly hateful. They were extremely hateful towards these people. I mean, full of hate. Like, they were saying, Jews are a plague. Words like that. Jews are a plague. You know, and it's just the most hateful, unhuman shit that they were saying. Trump and them don't do that. They don't say, you know... I mean, unless they do shit, that is. You know, like the monsters that go and murder, like, people like Lake and Riley, for example. Oh, yeah. Then you'll see Trump and them call them monsters. But just regular illegals, we just say we want them out of here. They gotta go and come in the proper way. We've been saying this since the dawn of fucking time. Same with the Democrats. Even Democrats used to say this. Democrats used to talk about immigration. They had the same beliefs the Republicans did, and they flip-flopped. They flip-flopped. And we even flip-flopped on some of our shit. What we're saying, you know? A crash. I never crashed on this island. That's kind of cool. I didn't even realize this was all here. Oh, man. Democrats just did a rebrand. Apparently. It's sad because there's not a lot of good Democrats left. I'm surprised they still get voted in. I really am. I'm surprised that these people still just vote them in over and over again. I mean, their policies are just... I don't know. People are just so down bad they will vote for him on their politics are horrible. In my opinion. I can't, dude. I can't stand with that shit. Like, I need to ask more people who are Democrat voters why they vote Democrat. I usually their thing is like, well, she's a woman, so I voted for her because of that. I think a woman would do a better job of running the country. And they don't even know anything about their politics, usually. And then when you try to get into the politics with them, they'll shut you out and they'll, like, you know. Yeah. And I'll tell people, like, who say, how could you vote for someone like Donald Trump? I'm like, because of his politics, his policies. You know? Can you play Conqueror next? Yeah, I'll play Conqueror next. You know? I don't get how people can vote for these guys, man. They're down bad. Policy-wise, I can never vote for a current Democrat in their current form with their policies. They're okay with abortions and all that. I hate that, you know? And they're okay with men playing in women's sports and the actions that they show in Congress and all that. I could never vote for a Democrat, ever. Never. It just can't happen. I can't, because with the way they do their shit and the way their politics are, it's horrible. And it's not even about them being men or women or whatever. I don't care what you are. All I care about is your politics and what you bring to the table. And all of them are just bad deals, you know. Almost all of them. The only one I kind of have respect for is, like, that one guy that wears a fucking sweatshirt all the time. He doesn't even wear a suit. I really like that Democrat. He's fucking great. There's some good Democrats out there that are left, but most of them, I don't know. He's kind of based, but they try to generalize the groups. Yeah, and they're always the ones to mention it. We don't give a fuck what you are. We almost never mention race, but they do it. So it ends up being a talking point. Like, they make the whole race thing popular, and then we got to talk about it. It's like, we don't think race never almost comes into any of our politics. Like, we don't care. But we have to bring it up because the Democrats keep bringing it up and whatever. So it just keeps becoming mainstream. Like, if people just would stop talking about people's skin color, it would stop a lot of the whole race thing. Like, for example, when a child sees a black person for the first time, they don't usually think anything of it. They treat them the same way as everybody else. Everybody is usually, when they start out their lives on this earth, everybody treats everybody decently. Yeah, they might think it's a little weird and different, but at the end of the day, they see him as a human being, and they treat him nice and decent. You know, they treat him as they want to be treated. But that shit doesn't get, you know... Nobody is born racist. Let's just put it that way. Nobody is. It's seeded in them, and it's planted in them, and it formulates in their adult life, in their teen life, and into their adulthood. Every person on this earth is never born racist. It's like, if people would just shut up about race, it would go away. It would. Nobody can shut up about it. Everybody's got to be like, you're racist, this, that. Could you not mention it? And it would go away. Racism would not be a thing if you would just shut the fuck up about it. Oh, I'm going 7. It's legendary. We're doing everything for black voters. Like, who asked? Why not just say we're going to do everything we can for all voters? Like, what makes black people different from white people? They gotta, like, they have to separate those two. I don't... And then they fail to really do anything for black people? True. Yep. Yeah. It's just fucked, man. Portion of the black vote? Yeah, he did, didn't he? I think it's because a lot of people are opening their eyes, man. People are turning off the CNN, the MSNBC, aka MSDNC. They're turning off the CBS, and they're watching more independent news stations. Not even news stations, like YouTube channels out there. You know, independent media sources. Like me. I almost never watch Fox. I almost never watch CNN or anything. I watch just random YouTubers. I get opinions all over the place. I watch all sources to get my information. People will take what they hear on CNN and take it as immediate fact, and they won't do any research, and then they'll vote on that. On that sort of, you know, yeah. I watch everything, man. Like, I'll watch CNN occasionally. I'll watch MSNBC. I'll watch, or whatever, you know. I'll watch all of them. And I'll watch YouTube videos, and I'll formulate opinions. I'll take all the biases from all sides, and I'll figure out what people are saying. Like, that's what people need to do. But most people don't have the time to do that. Most people are too busy working, and they don't care about that. They just go watch one news station, and they get all their info there, and they believe it, and then they vote, and they feel that way, you know. They listen to a talking head, and they always believe that talking head. They always take their word, and they go out, and they believe, and they vote on that. You know, they take everything that they hear as fact on their one news station or two news stations or whatever. And it shouldn't be that way. You got to go and do your research on everything, man. And most people don't do that. They don't do that. They're too lazy to go out and actually really do your research. It's sad. Like, I'll ask a lot of these people, so where did you hear this, right? Like, where did you hear all this, like, why are you voting this way? And then they'll usually say, oh, because I watch, you know, do you watch CNN? I'm like, yeah, sometimes. And they're like, yeah, well, this guy on CNN said this and that, so that's why I feel this way. It's like, wow, you didn't watch any other news stations? Like, no, CNN my whole life has been a great source, and, you know, I wouldn't watch anybody else, you know? Like, okay. That's good for you. Very, you know, it's not like they're biased or anything. Everybody's got biases, and people forget that, and they don't care. Teddy, I'm black myself. I can't stand other black people for the sole reason that there is some of us who really don't know when to stop victimizing themselves and start with the BS of racism and police brutality. Yeah, there are. I will say that you're right on that, but it's also a lot of white people are like that too, in some different sort of situations. Maybe not related to like victimizing, but yeah, you're not wrong there. There's a lot of black people out there that will do that. You know, they'll pull a race card. They'll say, you're racist to me. Like, how about, like, I think it's funny that a lot of black people, they think that they can't be racist to white people. Racism only applies to them. And it doesn't. White people, we're constantly victims of racism ourselves. Nobody talks about that. We're a race too. We're white. You know, there's Hispanics out there. You know, they're tan. You know, like, they get victimized all the time, but black, you know, racism is talked about more than anything. You know? Like, they seem to make it a bigger thing. Race is a lot more prevalent in the black communities. I seem to notice too. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there, Teddy. Yeah, and like, yep. It's like, I'll get called a cracker and shit, and I don't get mad over it. I'm like, I'm used to it, dude. I don't make a big deal out of it. I don't care. It's just a word, you know? But the second I call them something back, it's like, oh, you're racist. I'm gonna kill you for saying that. That's my word, and you know the word. But I'm like, you call me a cracker, I'll call you an N-bomb back. How do you like it? It's a two-way street, motherfucker. Like, you know? If you're gonna be racist to me, I'm gonna be racist back to you. How do you like it? You don't like it, do you? You know? Same thing goes with, like, Hispanic people or anybody else who's a little different than me in terms of their skin color and the way they speak. You know, racism is not a one-way street. It goes all ways. It applies to everybody. You can be racist to anybody. It's like, great. You know? Again, I don't usually ever call somebody that. I never do. I never do. But yeah, if I did though, I mean, then they make it a big deal. It's like, man. We find Vance memes funny. If you make a Kamala meme, they lose it. Yeah, we love joking about Vance. I would vote for Vance. I love JD Vance. I love a lot of his policies. I would vote for him, but I love memeing about him too. And he loves it too. He takes the jokes and he laughs about it. Even on Twitter, bro was laughing about the memes. Like, my gamer pick is literally a meme of JD Vance. I don't hate the guy. I love the guy. I would vote for him in a heartbeat. You know? But I think they're funny. And he even thinks they're funny. We love that. We laugh. You know? It's good fun. In a lot of ways, that's been lost too. Like, it's funny, man. Bring back comedy again. Make it like... Everybody gets offended. That's it. Everybody gets offended these days. Why, man? Why you gotta get so mad? Why you gotta get so offended all the time? You hurt my feelings. Give me a break, dude. Go get a helmet. Life's hard. Who said that? I think it was Candace Owens, wasn't it? Ooh, that's another big figure that's pretty controversial. Yeah, life's hard, man. Get a helmet. Like, everybody wants to get pampered. Everybody wants to get treated like they're a kid. Like, take it easy, man. It's not a big deal. If you don't like something, you hear online, turn your fucking phone off and do something else. That's what I do. You know? Or I keep it to myself. I talk about it with other people, and I don't make a fucking giant deal out of it. I'm too pregnant for that, for shit. Yeah. Brick Mason. Oh, man. It's kind of sad, too, that Candace Owens could even get... It's just... She's another one of those people that were like Charlie Kirk, where she had debates with people. Imagine if she got shot. It could happen to her, too. I hate it, man. I hate thinking about this shit. A lot of these speakers could just get shot for just freedom of speech and shit. It's just horrible. And there's a lot of people out there, too, that, you know, politics and whatnot, they're like, don't talk about it. Why you gotta keep talking about politics? Like, you should always talk about this stuff. You should never be silent. You know, voice your opinions. Voice your concerns. Talk to people about these things. Even opposing views, it's good to take things in and debate these things. That's exactly what our founding fathers wanted us to do. To have open discussions about all this shit. It's great to get it out there. And it might even make you feel a little better, too. You know? And get some clarity on shit. And even, like, to understand a little bit. Even your enemy. Or your political enemy. Right? It's good. It's good. It's good for you. Because at the end of the day, we're all human. We all should love each other. We all should treat each other decently, even though we may have differences. And people have the audacity to celebrate his death. I know, dude. It's up to God to do what he does, but there's a special place in hell for people like that, I believe. I do. I think there's a special place in hell. If you wish death upon people, you know, God teaches us to love everybody, man. Jesus did, anyway. But humans need to work together and love each other, not hate each other. Wish death upon each other. It's horrible. There's probably something in the Bible that talks about that, but I know not everybody believes in God either, but yeah. If anything, it's just human. It's just downright non-human, dude. To wish death upon people that you hate. Now, there are some situations where I think, you know, taking someone's life is a good thing. And not in the context of political shit. I'm talking like wars, right? Protecting people, protecting your family, right? If your family's coming under attack, you're getting shot at, your friends are getting killed, then there's a place for that. You know, defending yourself. That's fine. Defending your country. That is where, in a lot of ways, taking some life is okay. But other than that, taking innocent lives that aren't doing anything to directly hurt people. No need for that. I'm trying to get a super heal here, but I might die before that happens. Is this... Can I pop it? Dude, the game is so laggy right now. Someone said the servers were bad. I think you're right. The servers are really bad right now. I'm lagging fucking horribly. I thought it was like my stream crashing a little bit with the internet, but no. Hey, we're actually having a pretty good Conqueror game. Whoever requested Conqueror, here you go, man. We're having a pretty dandy little time here. We're gonna die, but we had fun. We did like 200k. You know? It's fun. Where did those shells go? Hello? Hello? Bro. Be a miracle if I live. If I could take down their carrier, we have a chance to secure this game for sure. Yes. 200k. I am content with this game. I could probably live if they don't hit me and I can get a heal off in a minute. I'm gonna stop shooting, see if I can go unspotted here. Maybe, just maybe slip away. Yep. Spotted by the planes. Oh, Lord. Please. Ooh. Oh, boy. We out here, baby. We out here. Let's see. Come on, baby. I cannot afford to take even one of these fucking torps. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Gotta squeeze. Guys, get really skinny here. Okay, we're good. I think we can do it. Get real nice and skinny. Turn a little bit. There we go. There we go. I mean, in some cases, yes, Slim Jim. Yes, you are right. It can be a gun issue in some cases. But at the end of the day, though, it's still usually always the person. There's always a choice, right? There's always a choice. And these people, it is usually a mental health issue. But in some cases, yeah, it can be a gun issue. Some people get a hold of one really easily. But here's the thing. Would banning guns stop gun violence? Would it? No, it wouldn't. Maybe it would limit it a little bit. Thank you for becoming a member, Hobo. Would it limit it? Maybe a little bit. But here's the thing. Is it worth losing the Second Amendment, right? Is it worth completely losing it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Here's another thing. 99% of gun owners, 99% of gun owners do not wish to harm anybody. My grandfather's a gun owner. We have a shotgun in the house. I know where the key is. But we never use it. We have it just in case we need it, right? So, should we lose our guns and stuff because of a couple bad apples? You know, out of that 1%, out of 99, or out of 100? I don't think so. You know? Now, I think most Republicans, we agree on a little bit stricter, like, gun laws, like background checks. I am for background checks. I am for trying to restrict it more for people who are mentally ill. There needs to be, like, a screening. There needs to be a lot more screening done for people who want to get a gun. Like, there needs to be, like, a bill of health or something. stating that they're mentally sane. There needs to be some sort of program for people who want to get guns. I think every state should have a mandatory class and whatnot. A lot of states do already, but not all of them. But a lot of states should have a class, a gun class, right? And all this, and safety and all that. But outright banning guns, that's where I have the problem. I don't have a problem with making guns safer and making, it safer for people and whatnot. Where I have a problem is directly banning guns themselves. That's where I have a problem, Anyway, not a bad game. 3.5k base, 200k. Whoever recommended the Conqueror. There you go. Pretty good, huh? I gotta go pee real quick. I'll be right back. We'll be right back. All right. Oh, man. The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does his greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. It's a good quote. What form of lose brick was it? Oh, wrong form of lose brick. Ah, you're talking to brick. If you loose, yeah, I would love to loosen the Second Amendment, right? Yeah, let's just loosen it, and then let's just let it drop through the cracks and never, cease to exist anymore, right? No. If you lose the Second Amendment, you'll lose the nation. I can agree there, to some regards, for sure. It's just dangerous. I think guns and weapons, if you know how to use them, and if you're sane, I think they're a right to have them. So did our founding fathers. So did them. I'm trying not to play American ships. I want to play like different nations. I did get a new ship. I got the Wukong. And it's interesting. It's basically a fucking Charles Martel, Charlemagne, but China. China. Meanwhile, a guy tomahawked 12 people in London. Well, I shouldn't laugh at that, but that just sounds funny to me in my head. Tomahawked? What? Some native guy? Straight up, like, fucking tomahawked some people? That sounds like a South Park episode or something stupid, bro. What the fuck? Oh man, there's probably already been so many memes about that. I mean, you're in the Discord, Shockwave. You probably could put some memes in there. I mean, RIP to all the people, but that is wow. A tomahawk. That's like going around and kill. That's like the equivalent of like going around and killing people with like a dildo. It's just funny. It's not funny that people died, but it's just the weapon. It just makes me laugh, kind of. A tomahawk. It's England. It's a meme, bro. Oh my god. People are fucking nuts, dude. A tomahawk, bro. Oh my god, fucking, we got British people who think they're the fucking Comanche all of a sudden. Thank you for subscribing, Bungle Bear. It's cool when it actually pops up on my stream, like when someone subscribes. It doesn't always. Like, there's some people who have that off where they don't have it public, so it doesn't pop in. Republicans go on and on about the Mondami is a commie. I don't even know who Mondami is. He sounds familiar. I don't know who he is. Is that New York mayor? That New York mayor guy, right? Yeah, he's a socialist for sure, if that's who he is. Communist, socialist, whatever. Who dares wins? What's up? That's a crazy opening statement. Mom Dami is a Muslim. That should worry anyone with a functioning brain. Oh boy, came in hot with that statement.
Enemy force detected.
Okay. What's wrong with Muslims?
Generator started.
He wants government-ran grocery stores? Yeah, I don't agree with that. I heard that, yeah. I don't agree with that one bit. I believe in a free market economy. Capitalism all the way. Come to my store. I make the prices, I make the rules. You come in and I can trespass you any day I want if you break my rules. Or I can just trespass you for no reason if I don't like you on my property. Capitalism makes the world go round. And it's the most successful form of government, I think. Or market type. Commerce type, whatever. It works so well. Even China's kind of fucking capitalist. China is a supposed communist country. Yet they have a lot of capitalist sort of ways of doing shit with their economy. Same thing goes with Japan. But Japan is a full-on democratic country. But they adopted capitalism, and it's really worked out for them, you know? A lot of these countries who adopt capitalistic sort of ways of doing things, it works out really well for their economy. Who thought that was a thing? That's crazy. Sorry for running India, my bad. I thought I was cool or some shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm the smaller ship. I should yield to this. I'm sorry. I know. I'm so sorry, Kansas. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just gonna have to go forwards and just move with you, I guess. My bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. My bad. You know, all the bads. It's my fault. Oops. Sorry. This guy probably thinks I'm a fucking dickhead, dude. He's like, this fucking Wukong. I'm Bro, usually I'm the one bitching about people like me, dude. That just there. Such a fucking goober, dude. Guns are not banned in the UK, just controlled. Very controlled, to the point where you can't have anything really, really cool. Like, I love guns. I love the history of guns. I love the history of AKs. I love the history of AR-15s. I love guns. I love watching Brandon Herrera talk about them. And if they ban those guns and controlled, like, then it makes guns no fun. Why would I want to go buy a boring fucking Kurt Cobain shotgun? Like, ugh. Bro, guns are a sport for a lot of Americans. We just love guns. We love the mechanics behind them. We just love guns. It's our culture, man. We love guns. Like, Brandon Herrera, I gotta watch it, but he recently posted a video about the Lewis gun. The fact that you can own a Lewis gun in America is just so cool. It's so cool. And if they took that away, I would go by myself and start a civil war. You know, I wouldn't do that, but it's just cool. And that's what Americans love. We love our guns. You know, we just like to have them because it's cool. It's a collection thing, you know? If you can have a collection of a bunch of underage anime girl titty things and waifu pillows and shit, then I can have a collection of a bunch of really cool historical firearms. Okay, kiss my ass. We can own tanks. Exactly. If it's, you know, as long as you're not... I think there's some laws with, like, the ordinances. Like, you can't, you know... But yes, it's cool. It's just cool. That's and 90% of those people who own all those things, they're saying they don't want to kill anybody unless, you know, they're forced to. But, yeah. $200 tax stamp to have a functioning tank gun on it. Oof. Yeah. Oh shit. I gotta stream this. I asked for directions in the UK. Rookie mistake. I mean, the UK is a sword, you know. They have a lot of swords in their history, so it's just in your DNA. Sword fighting, anything to do with blades, that's in your DNA, British people. Like, you know. Y'all were fucking a major medieval power. Y'all mastered the swords. Well, mainly longbows, I think. English longbowmen were like where the sauce was at when it came to medieval fighting, but y'all had some awesome ass badass knights, dude. And shit like that.
Smoke screen set.
Lewis gun video is excellent, yeah. And it's cool that we can see stuff like that, isn't it, Bungle Bear? That we can see someone like Brandon Herrera, who is actively running for Congress, by the way. We can just casually watch a fucking Lewis gun video. It's cool. If we didn't have that, it'd be so boring, dude. YouTube wouldn't be the same if we didn't have videos like that, where you can watch a fucking video about the Lewis gun in the hands of a private civilian. Like, that's what's so cool about it. Yeah, have a good night, Dart. Good night, man. Gun is a numbers equalizer if I get rushed by 30 miles. Damn, you got something against Muslims. You gotta get some help there, it looks like. Who dares wins? Hey, not all Muslims are bad, okay? Damn, chill. Holy shit, man. I was in Detroit, which is a very Muslim city, apparently. And I went to a Target one time, and there was a lot of Muslims. And I walked past them, they weren't doing anything. They were nice, you know? Damn. I don't care what you wear. I don't care if you got a turban on your head or whatever. As long as you don't, you know, flaunt it on me or anything. I hate Detroit with a passion because it's a city. I agree. I was there because of Trump, the Trump thing. He was in Warren. And I got to see him, and that was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool thing. It's not every day you see a president, you know? And then a couple months later, I end up voting for him, and he wins. Pretty cool, right? That's always nice. That's the cool thing about America. You can just go see your, you know... I love Michigan, I do. I don't like the cities, but... it's a beautiful state. I love Michigan. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Straight up, I don't think I would. I love Michigan, man. Maybe like another swing state, like Pennsylvania. Something like that, but I love Michigan. I genuinely, I think I'll live here for the rest of my life. It's such a nice state. You got all these beautiful Great Lakes and The great thing about Michigan too is it's not primarily a Democrat state. Yes, right now it's run by a lot of Democrats, but it's a 50-50 state. It's a purple state. It's a swing state. So you get a mix of like Republicans and Democrats. You know? And that's what I like about it. You know, you're not a complete one-way state. And it's quite diverse, and you get a lot of, you know, I think it's helpful. I just do. I think it's great. I wish more states were like Michigan, where you get a mix of everything. You know, because it's kind of dangerous to live in a state where it's only one type of person, like the same people who vote for the same people. You know, it's good to have a mix, a good balance of politics, and that's what I love about Michigan. I see people who vote for Kamala. I know people around me that vote for her or wanted to vote for her, and you know they did, and she lost. And I know people who vote for Trump, and that's what I like about here. I get a mix of everybody, and I get to soak in all the info from people, right? That's why I like it. In a lot of places, you don't get that. You just get straight up fucking. Some towns are just ran by straight up fucking Republicans, and you get only all the MAGA people, and you can't find a single fucking Democrat voter, and you feel left out. Thing I like about Michigan, you could always find your groups and your, you know, your sources of info and shit, and your, you know, your debaters, people to talk to about opposing ideas. I know exactly where I need to go in Michigan to find fucking Democrat people. And it could be anywhere. It doesn't have to be just a city or a nice suburban area. I can go right down the road. And I don't live in a rich town either. You know? So, I don't know. I like Michigan. And the cost of living's not bad here. And, yeah. Yep. You anger the algorithm? Wouldn't surprise me. I'm talking about a lot of shit. Come to New Hampshire. Live free or die. I think New Hampshire is the best state behind Florida. New Hampshire out of all states, huh? Isn't that like all those East Coast states? I wouldn't want to live there, except Florida. Actually, yeah. That's another state. I wouldn't mind living in. Florida's cool. But, I don't know. There's some other cool states, but I love Michigan. I've lived here my whole life, and it's just nice, man. Oh, God. What we got here? UK installs knife surrender bin to curb to curb knife crime. Criminals stole all the knives. You dumb bitch. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah. Yeah. They legit stole the frickin' bin. Yeah, that's pretty funny, dude. Yep. Here, turn in all your knives here, and then they just take the knives back and they steal them. They say race isn't real. I don't know. Alaska's the best. I don't. It's too cold up there, and you're not really. You're not connected to the United States. You're just one state, and you're right next to Canada. And I mean, I'm right next to Canada, but at least I can go south and go find another. I can go to another U.S. state. In Alaska, you got to go on a fucking plane trip or a ship trip, or you got to drive through Canada to get to one of the states. You're very far away. You're almost like foreign. You're like your own country over there in Alaska. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like when I think about, I hate to say this, but when I think about the USA, Hawaii and Alaska don't come to mind to me. You know, they don't seem like U.S. states, even though they are. They're just so far away. It's like, why not just give them independence and make them, you know, their own country at this point? I don't know. It's like, damn. Yeah, Russia is closer to Alaska than America. It's kind of crazy. Strategically, though, Alaska, that alone is a great thing. Having Alaska is a very good strategic thing. We bought it dirt cheap from fucking Russia, I think. Dirt fucking cheap. Turned out to be a fucking gold mine because there's so much oil in Alaska. Nah, you're good. Who dares wins. You know, people got their own beliefs and whatnot. But I think everybody, especially in times like these, you need to just... Everybody needs to respect everybody. Despite them having beliefs that you may not agree with. Like, if you support someone like Mondami or whatever his name is, good for you. I'm not gonna ask people to go and, like, hurt you or anything like that, you know? Or I'm not gonna call you a bad name. I'll just disagree with you and move on. That's what things should be like. And it's not like that anymore. Like, when I see a Kamala Harris voter outside, I don't call them names. I don't start shit with them. I just say, I disagree with you, and I move on. You know? Usually. Usually. Now, if they say some shit about me, then it's fucking fair game. Like, there you go. If they say some mean shit, I respond equally. I'll say some mean shit back. But I'm not gonna hate on them. I'm not gonna go up to them and say, fuck you, bitch. You're a fucking retard for voting for her. I don't do that. You know, I don't think that way. I don't do shit like that. Some people do, and it's kind of mean, and it you know, like, it causes a lot of problems that don't need to be caused. Violence is never good, man. Georgia might be a cool state to live in. Georgia's pretty, Texas. Ah, Texas. Texas is another state I might want to live in one day. That's another really cool state. Who doesn't like Texas, the Lone Star State? That state is like America, you know? There's America, and then there's Murica, and Texas is the epitome of Murica. When anybody thinks of America, Texas is usually a state that, like, most people, you know? Yeah, everybody loves Texas. Yeah, I'm playing so bad right now. It's not even funny. Hey, Zarkun. Yeah, you get in here and... Yeah, you witness me playing like a complete goober. But honestly, I'm not even really focused on the game right now. I'm just fucking talking to people in my chat, so I really don't care. Georgia's... it's a damn... stew pot. It's so hot. Oh, I don't know. I'm not even reading things right. Atlanta has the most god-awful traffic. I mean, it's just cities, bro. It's like... You know? Play Melon... I almost thought you said Melangelico. I was like, what? John Mellencamp? I'll play the John Mellencamp. Let me find it. Just don't like the South because it's hot. Yeah, I mean, up here too it's hot. Up in Michigan it gets fucking awful. I hate summer, dude. I hate it. I've come to like... I hate summer. I just do. I like spring. I like winter. Almost more than summer. I don't like driving in the winter. Even though I haven't had much experience driving in the winter because I'm only 20. And I just got my license last year, so... good luck to me, but... I like fall. Fall's nice. Spring is nice. But in Michigan, it's always fucking humid. It's horrible. I hate it. I fucking can't stand it. And it's always humid, usually because we're surrounded by great fucking lakes. And lakes all around in Michigan itself. You can walk 5 minutes in any direction, and you will always find a body of water here. and it brews fucking the worst fucking air quality known to mankind. There's always air quality alerts on my phone and shit. And it all mixes together. It's like a fucking stew pot. You know, like Shockwave said earlier. Yeah, Zarkun, I live in Michigan. Yep. And my favorite place in Michigan is up in the UP. That is a fucking... That's its own state, bro. That should be its own state. It doesn't have the it doesn't have the industry to be its own state, but it is its own state. I mean, bro, UP is almost Wisconsin up there. They actually, I found that Upers love the Green Bay Packers more than they love the Detroit Lions. I am a huge Detroit Lions fan, but they love the fucking they love the Packers up there. They're more Wisconsinites up there. I think if they could, they would become a part of Wisconsin. They would submit. They wouldn't even fight. They would just be like, oh, there's a civil war? We're going to fucking go over to Wisconsin. We're just going to say, fuck it. Fuck Michigan. Never liked them anyway. And they'd probably blow up the Mackinac Bridge and be like, yep, good luck getting to us. They don't fucking care. They do their things up there completely different. Fucking badass. But that would be cool if fucking UP became its own state, but it just doesn't have the stuff to run as its own state. It doesn't have the industry and shit to keep itself afloat. It doesn't have a good economy. Its GDP's ass. Michigan is like the middle ground between the Midwest and the East Coast. It's a middle ground state. That's what I call it, kinda. I just called it now, so that's what I call it. Michigan still uses the Eastern Time Zone. EST. A lot of people don't know that, but it does. We're a part of... Technically, Michigan's a part of the East Coast, kinda. Because we use East Coast time zone here. So... yeah, I don't really want to push all those guys. You live in Michigan also, Zarkun? Yeah, I think I know, because I think you've said that plenty of times. I think I've actually mentioned it to you in, like... maybe WoW's Legends Discord chats. I'm banned from there, but I think I've mentioned it. We've talked here and there, but yeah. Nah, I like Michigan. Michigan's nice. There's always a good balance of everything here. I like it. It's a swing state. You know, you get a mixed bag from everybody. It's just nice. I like it. It's unique in a lot of ways, and it's cool. There's not another state I don't think I'd rather live in. Yeah. No, I live outside Grand Rapids, not too far. I go there every day now because my grandpa's in the fucking hospital, but he's doing okay, so that's good. He'll be out soon, but yeah, I live outside Grand Rapids, don't live in it, thank God. I hate going there. I hate cities. I hate going in them. Fucking, I feel bad for people who have to live in that shit. Every time I look on my news, there's always a shooting in Grand Rapids. Breaking news, man shot by Grand Rapids police. Breaking news, man shot, woman murdered. This happens. Every fucking time. Because I live just outside Grand Rapids where I get those fucking news notifications. It's like, I fucking want to uninstall my News 8 app because it's fucking always bugging me. Or turn off notifications on it because I hear all the time about Grand Rapids. Grand Rapids this. Grand My Rapids that. You know? Yep. Grand Rapids. And they call it Grand Rapids because, well, there's rapids there. Where the Grand River meets. Goes through. I live in a town where the Flat River and the Grand River can join. There's a hint. Some people, I think I've mentioned it before where my town is, but... yep, I live east of Grand Rapids. East. East. If anybody knows Michigan, you can maybe guess. Maybe guess. I won't go as far as that, though. I'll say my town, but I will never, like, get more specific than that, usually. So I don't want some fucking creepy WoW's Legends person saying, "Hey, Dr. Ghost, you know how fucking freaky that would be if someone fucking came up to me? Thank God I'm not that big to where people want to, like, come over to me and, like, send me fucking shit in the mail and stuff. I have to set up a P.O. box. That would be insane. You know? I want to use my secondaries, but I'm just too afraid these days to push in sometimes. I'm like, dude, fuck this shit. Alright, Zadambeak. Thank you, man. I need all the luck I can get, especially when playing this game. Restraining orders. Yeah. Yep. Actually, there was a pretty high-profile police officer that was getting prosecuted, for killing somebody. Which was justified. He got found, innocent. Actually, no. It was a hung jury. It was a hung jury. He got off. Which I agree with. I think the shooting was justified, but that's just me. Some people think it wasn't, but they couldn't come up with a fucking decision, so they decided not to re-prosecute. And, yeah, he's fine. He is fine. Because I guess the fucking whatever, the prosecutor for the county I live in doesn't care enough to want to. Yeah, I mean, if you're... Yeah. I don't even remember the whole content of that case. I kind of forgot, but... Yeah. I'm just getting fucked, dude. I'm getting citadeled. I'm getting pounded by everything. It's just not a good time. Not a good time. Oh well, I don't care. Yeah, he shot him, I think, in the head. Because he would not stop fucking resisting, and he kept he kept reaching for his taser. And a taser can be a deadly weapon. Like, especially if a criminal gets a hold of an officer's taser, and if that taser is deployed on the officer, that officer can be literally paralyzed for a few seconds, if not as long as he wants to, and that suspect can get a hold of that officer's gun and use it against him. So I think the shooting was justified, because that guy was trying to get his fucking taser, and I think he actually got a hold of it. And then the cop shot him in the head, because you're resisting, number one, and you're about to put the cop's life in danger. And, you know, my life is more important than yours, so you gonna die, you know? Sorry, but not sorry. I'm not gonna let you kill me, so see ya. Have a good day. Next. Yeah. I think, yeah, he was trained to do that, too. I think they trained him to do that. When someone gets a hold of your taser, you know? And he also was one of the people at the academy who offered to get tased to see how it feels. So he actually knows what it's like to get tased himself, you know? So... And it's not good. It can completely fucking disable you. You know, that's what a taser's meant to do. It's supposed to disable you. It depends on the taser, Shockwave. The taser he was using, it didn't look that way. I don't remember the case very well. This is a while ago. I'd have to look in the specifics, but I'm pretty sure when I was watching the whole prosecution and the whole trial, it was not that way. It just depends on the brand of taser. And I think the one that they use, it's instantly ready to go. I mean, you take it off, it's boom, it's ready. And there are buttons that you can hit on the taser where you can straight up tase for as long as you want and shock them, so. I mean, ultimately, that's why there was a hung jury, because they fucking, they didn't feel like he needed to get prosecuted, I guess. There wasn't a majority, so fuck it. I'm pretty sure most of them didn't want to convict him. I think one person wanted to convict him, so it couldn't move on. After so many hours of deliberating, they couldn't come up with a fucking verdict, so. That alone should be a red flag. I mean, how could you prosecute someone if the jury can't even come up with a fucking concrete fucking conviction? I'm saying that they have a standard lockout after 30 seconds. Oh, I don't even know, dude. I don't remember much about tasers. Don't really know anything about tasers. But yeah. So.
Generatore di fumo avviato. Siluria dritta. Problema risolto, signore. Rilasciata cortina fumogena.
So what you're telling me is I don't understand. So you can straight up that taser's always ready to go, and then after 30 seconds it locks itself, or you can't use it. I don't get it. There's no way that if you want to use that taser, you have to wait 10 seconds to use it. Then you can use it, right? Yeah. No. That'd make no sense. If an officer needed to use one really fast, he's not going to wait 10 fucking seconds. In some situations. There's not enough time, usually.
Sovralimentazione attivata.
Need to immediately tase their ass. Beautiful drop. Nice.
Danno critico al motore. Avvistato incrociatore nemico. Problema risolto, signore. Danno critico al motore.
I'm done with WoWs, dude. I am fucking done. For the night. You shoot the prongs, hold the trigger, it zaps him for max 30 seconds before... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. And that's plenty of fucking time to disarm a cop and get his gun. Which I'm pretty sure that's what the whole thing was about. That was the whole defense's argument, was there's plenty of time to, you know... Yeah, 30 seconds is plenty of time to tase and then, yeah. Yep. I think I can play maybe a PC game a little bit to end off on. Because I'm using the PC encoder. Using the X264. But maybe I can play... Maybe not at 60 FPS, though. I forgot, because I have it on 60, bro. So it probably wouldn't let me. Because some of the games, most of the games I play are very resource extensive, dude, and it sucks the fucking life out of my OBS, and it would cause the stream to fucking lag. Hear a beeping alarm when it's about to automatically shut off. Many models are 15 seconds or so. Ah. Hey, Snow. Yeah, I'll give it a try. I don't know. Yeah. Just jumped on to play some ships and landed in your game. It's utter trash. One and done for me. Yeah, I didn't really have a good 2 hour. I had a couple good games, but then again, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't even know you were in there because I really haven't been paying attention. Fucking, I've been talking for most of the stream about shit. Pretty controversial shit, might I add. Maybe I'll play a little bit of this game. This game's kind of fun, but question is, can I play it on stream without the fucking shit lagging? I could the other time, so maybe I can. Play some Civil War. You know, might as well practice. Let's see though if my PC doesn't blow up in my face while I try to play it. It's my thing is like 60 FPS. That uses a lot more resources to try to run, and I'm worried it's gonna cause it to lag out. So I'll try it. Yes. Okay. 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 I gotta turn on my audio for PC. There we go. I gotta mute for a second. This gets loud. Union. What's her name gonna be? Let's do General Old MacDonald. All right. General Old MacDonald. Sure. Ultimate General Civil War. All right. Yep. Gotta secure the town. Confederates can come from this way. And we're going to go this way with our 2,500 fresh troops. And we have reinforcements up here. So more like 10,000 something. Oh yeah, only 9%, 14% of our CPU being used. Let's go to town. Oh yeah, we're good. 60 FPS is fine. I want to see some lines. This is a blob. I don't like blobs. I want to see some pretty lines. Position my cannon boys out here. Stockton can go that way. $3,000 men. Go this way. You guys can go here. You guys can go in the middle of the two formations.
Fall back!
Yep, we're pushing in. Gotta kill these damn Confederates. Take the town. Old MacDonald had a farm. And he joined the Union. Also, I gotta turn down a little bit more, like 12, maybe, decibels. There we go. Look at those formations. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna have my supply boys sit right here. Our cannons are setting up to bombard the fucking shit out of the town. In those Confederate positions. We're gonna have Stockton flank a little bit around here, get some scouting before I send in the main army. And I can go right at them, honestly. My skirmishers on the left flank here. We're gonna have you go this way. We're gonna have Loomis go right here. And we're gonna have Scales go here. And I forgot about this formation to the south. These guys. We're gonna have this guy go up here. And we're gonna have this guy go down this way. We're gonna have our skirmishers go up with the... Yeah. I already hear shots being exchanged. Here we go. There's an army over here. Walton, you're gonna go over and protect the cannon, boys. We got some Confederates to fuck up. Let's see, how are we doing down here? Nothing yet. There's some shots being exchanged still. Where, though? I don't even hear them. There must be someone in the town shooting. I can't see him yet. Stockton, just go right in. If they got blue hair, attack. Golly. Oh yeah, this guy's on the tree line over here. See him on the map. Yep, here they are. Get him, Stockton, get him. Position yourself right along this thing there. Loomis, move in. Gales, move in. This line, this is going to be a line battle here. We have, looks like a lot more men. And our cannons are targeting them, so. Yeah, that's pretty wild, Hobo. Hey, Daddy Goes. What's up, Seal? A.K.A. Frosty. Alrighty, boys. Get ready to fire on these damn rebels. Here we go. I want to see it. Oh, yeah, and the cannons are opening up. There we go. Look at them. Yes. And then right after we shoot all of our guns, we're going to fucking charge. We're going to charge right in after we get all the shots off. That one salvo, we killed 30 of them. Charge, boys. Get in there. I want old McDonald to get over here to give him a little bit of emotional support. Moving into the town here. I'm going to have you go up here, Scales. We have secured the city. And we are... Yeah. It looks like they're running away. Yep. They're on the run. Hold position and reload. And shoot them as they run. Shoot them as they run. They're breaking. Rebel forces spotted on our right. Oh, look at these guys out here being sneaky. We're going to send Zook out there to go fuck them up. We're going to send these guys to go this way. I want this guy to go over here. He's getting flanked. I want Stockton to move up. Oh yeah, we're just fucking them up so bad. Move up, boys. I'm gonna have McDonald go back over here to the city. Actually, I'm gonna have this guy, these guys go back. They're on the run, there's no need to be crazy here. I'm gonna position them by the cannons. So they can protect the cannons. I don't want them to get fucked up any more than they need to. I need them to kind of go around and supply up. Make sure all their dudes are good to go. All their southern shit going. Pretty good, actually. Moving up. They got a formation here. Looks like they got a brigade coming up. A division. We are firing on them. In the bottom left, You can see the kills that they're getting. You can see their reload and their morale and all that, which is pretty helpful. Also, I gotta turn this game down a little bit. It is a little loud. Put down like there. I'm looking over my OBS. Apparently, the game is louder than my voice. I don't want that. Hold and fire. Paper. Hold and fire. These guys are gonna charge! Get in there! Right out of the fucking tree line. Oh, someone surrendered. Davies. Alright. Oh, they're cannoneers. That's pretty valuable. I can't hear, bro. Holy fuck, this game's loud. Like here, bro. Yeah, we got some cannoneers we got. That's pretty fucking cool. I will take that. Cannoneers. Rebel cannoneers, by the way. Or I guess you call them artillery. We're gonna have them go sit in this cornfield up here. You know, they love corn. They love cotton. That should be their, that should be home to them. We still got Walton here out in the flank, protecting all the, cannon boys. I actually have Walton go by these buildings over here, just to be there in case we see those rebels again come over from the eastern flank. We're gonna move Scales over this way, by the bridge. We're gonna move Stockton kind of along it too as well. Show up the Stockton right there on that defensive position. Is the South only allowed to use whips in this game? I don't think so. That would be funny though if that was a weapon for like cavalry. And we are absolutely destroying this 1,200 men regiment. I want you all to charge right now. Get in there. Get in there. Fuck them up. Same thing goes. Fuck those skirmishers up, boys. We got 300 kills with this division. Only 40 deaths. Beautiful. Beautiful ratio there. And we're getting more and more and more kills because we're firing on this little skirmisher. Let's go check on this charge. How are we doing? Oh, yes. Surrender. Surrender! If you know what's good for you, rebels, surrender. Surrender. You're breaking. You're losing literally so many men right now. It's actually insane. Oh my god. Look at their numbers. Did they surrender? No, they got completely destroyed. They're gone. Like, they're running away. They're done. They're not even on the map anymore, so that tells me they've completely... They're going back home, bro. They're done. It's exactly what we want. Go back home. Never come back. Never fight. Fight, fight, fight. Never heard of it. Not in this fucking game. Hold, and I want you all to fire on those motherfuckers. Hold right where you are. Fire on these guys down by the bridge. They're going back to the fields, exactly. It's so glorious. I wish I could zoom in more, but if I had to guess, the models aren't very detailed, so it probably wouldn't look too good. Alright, we're gonna have these guys move. Keep moving up. Keep moving up on these guys. Give them no quarter. Yeah, that's kind of wild, isn't it, Slim Jim? Ghost is my favorite holiday. I didn't know it was a holiday. That's kind of crazy. Oh, where are you guys going? Okay, so see that regiment that we fucked up earlier? They're over here. So we're gonna send Walton in to intercept them. We got 2,600 men here. The rebels are completely fucking spread out. They have no organization whatsoever. in this battle here. We have the city secure, so we've already done that. We've done our main objective, which is to capture Philippi. And we're going to actually have Walton go double quick. We're going to have him run. I want them to get in position right now. I want them to hold. I want Loomis to hold. And I want Walton to get right in here right now. To deal with these rebel scum. These traitors to the Union. Alright, they can go normal walk now because they're in range. I want them to stop and fire. There we go. Give them no quarter. They're already routing. They're already running away. Love to see it. Once you fucking get all your shots off, begin to move. Chase them. These guys are doing fantastic up here. I'm going to have Old MacDonald go into the city. Kind of inspire the troops a bit. Which he does do. When you have a general in the vicinity of your troops, they actually get more morale and shit. Which makes sense, right? Fire on that fucker crossing the bridge. Get them. Get them right now. Yes. Yes, they're wavering. Give them no quarter. Show these rebels what it's like. Get their asses handed to them. Alright, once you get loaded, shoot this little fucking skirmisher group. Now, hold the bridge. Y'all get into defensive positions. Dig in. Hold that fucking bridge. They're already routing, which is absolutely fantastic. Looks like I got some more guys down here, huh? Yeah, we got a lot of rebels out here. A lot of stinky rebels. A lot of stinky rebels out here. And we got the most badass looking group of fucking dudes here with Waltons. Look at that line. Look at that beautiful line. Just laying into them. Yes. Lay into them, boys. Lay into them. And keep moving. Shoot and reload. Shoot and reload. And move. Shoot, reload, move. Or preferably reload while you move. You know, that's exactly what they're doing too. Look in the bottom left. Once you're reloaded, then shoot these motherfuckers. You see, Charlie Kirk got Call of Duty's quickscope. I don't know about quickscope. That seemed like a hard scope kill to me, man. Pretty early for jokes, but it's just a joke, so I'll, you know, it's whatever. Oh, we got another surrender. They found out the hard way. The Union's just better. Time to go into the fields where you belong. Go with Davies up there. So we got one of their artillery divisions. We got one of their infantry divisions to surrender. And we got two other divisions that completely broke, which is exactly what we want to see. And we're going to get more here because we're going to have... oh, we got another one. No? No, Law hasn't surrendered. Damn it. I want all these guys to surrender. Oh, he unsurrendered. Ah, I see. He unsurrendered. He got fucking... You know what? Charge in there, Loomis. Get in there. Get in there. Bring the fight to them. Get both of these fucking divisions to completely break and surrender right now. I'll even send the general in there to give you some fucking inspiration too. Come on. Get in there. Yes. They're both routing. I want them to both surrender right now. That's exactly what I want. They're getting cannoned too. They're just getting fucked. Golly, bro. We are holding perfectly right now, and we're pushing in on this side here in the city. I want Schaefer to go there. I want these guys to come up behind this little skirmishing division. Actually, no. We're going to send this division up here behind these divisions. Yeah, that's pretty... It's wild, Frosty. That's wild. Holy smokes. I don't like the losses these guys are taking. Actually, I want you all to charge. Both sides. Charge each other. Get in there. Alright. Keep moving up, boys. Keep moving up. Shoot. Move. Reload. Shoot. Move. Reload. Keep moving up. Do not allow them to run away and escape. Give them no quarter. No, they surrendered. Why did the supplies surrender? No. Hey, get back here. Those are my supplies. Hey. No, 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 no. Come here. Why do my supplies surrender? No, 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 no. Loomis, get your shit together. Come on. Get in there. Run if you have to. Get the fucking supplies back. Come on. Shoot them. I don't care. Fuck it. Here, Stockton, I'm relieving you of that post. You're going over here. You need to get these supplies back. Loomis is going to continue to fight the fight. You need to get in there and get these supplies recaptured. We need those supplies to hold the city. Alright. We are good. Supply surrendered. Good. We're back. We got them. Go over there. And I want Stockton to get over here, and I want them to go in there and help our division. Loomis is getting pretty tired. They're dealing with 2 Confederate regiments right now. They need some help. They need some emotional support and some physical support. And we're good still here over on this little wall that we got. We're just exchanging shots. We got reinforcements coming in to help them. We're going to flank them from behind and hopefully lay into them and just ruin them. We got these guys chasing these guys. The one I don't like is all these skirmishers picking on this division here. So I got them in the houses, kind of like in cover, which helps a little bit. And this flank's doing great. We're keeping the rebels on their toes, making them run. That's what we want. Steal. Yeah, and I love Charlie Kirk, and I'm allowing it. It's again free speech, man. Only if it's a joke. If you were genuinely meaning those things, I'd ban you by now. Like if you were actually saying those things hatefully, but I know you're joking. Give it a couple years and people are all gonna be doing the same shit. So we say jokes about 9/11 and shit and whatnot, it's whatever. They're just jokes. Joking's one thing, meaning it is a whole different ballgame. That's why I don't mind it. Because I have nothing wrong with jokes. No such thing as a joke too soon, dude. Alright. Comedy, baby. Alright, the rebels are preparing for a counterattack. Bring it! Y'all suck. Come get some sauce. Yeah. Saw him live once. That's cool. I never did. I could have. I just thought Charlie. I watch all his videos, and bro, he's just someone that's always there, and now he's gone. It just feels weird, man. It's like the Queen, you know. She was always there. You never thought anything was gonna happen to her, and she died. It's like sad, man. You never think you never think stuff's gonna happen to these people, and it does. And they're not invisible, you know. Our reinforcements are coming. We don't need reinforcements. What do you mean, game? We gonna hold this city beautiful. We're gonna hold it. But hey, more the better. The Union forever, hoorah! Boys, hoorah! Down with the traitors. Move in, boys. Give them no room to breathe. Rout them, rout them, rout them. Break them and break them and break them. Yes, I love it. Send these rebels to where they belong. Absolutely glorious. I mean, look at them. They're all running away, bro. They don't want the sauce. They just don't want the sauce. Chose the wrong side, boys. Alright. I gotta make sure my reinforcements go where I want them. We gotta start holding the town now. We already took the town. Astoundingly, in a very good success. Now we gotta start setting up proper defensive positions. So we're gonna have Old MacDonald, General Old MacDonald, stay here. We're gonna put scales along this wall like we've been doing. We're gonna build a wall anyway. We're gonna put our cannoneers more closer to the city. So we're gonna have one here, and we're gonna have one here, kind of like that. We're gonna move these guys that have surrendered. We're gonna put them inside the city. I don't want them to unsurrender them. We're gonna put our supplies in the city. We're gonna start localizing our troops a bit because we gotta start focusing on the town because rebel reinforcements are gonna come in. We're gonna reposition. Actually, we're gonna reposition scales here, and we're gonna put Zook over on this wall here. We're gonna keep our skirmishers out here killing things. We're gonna put Bruce here, out here, Captain Bruce. Out here, kind of on the flank here, next to this little church here. Kind of like that-ish. And we're gonna have Milroy, Captain Milroy, go out, yep, by this little track, I guess, for now. And we're gonna have Polquit go over in the center of town, just as a reinforcement. Just in case one of these flanks fall, we can have them go out there and help. Just have them inside the city. Be there if we need them to go somewhere. We're gonna have these supplies go into town. We're gonna put the artillery over here that's coming in on this little peninsula. Kind of like it. It's gonna be able to shoot all these rebels that come in. And we're going to have Walton go over here to flank a little bit. Flank the flankies. See, good thing we moved our artillery, because look at, they're all coming down now. The rebels want to retake Philippi. We're not going to allow it. We will not allow it. No siree. No siree. We're going to have Schaefer do a charge in. Not because I think he's going to succeed, because I want them to get their attention off of Zook. Zook's about to cross a bridge. I don't want them to shoot into that. So we're going to get them preoccupied here. Maybe. Yep. Yep. Get them to get their attention off the bridge. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Put scales there. I need them to go in there, help. Get in there to help. Scales, get in there. It's desperate. It's desperate. Save the artillery. Save them. Scales, get in there. Save the artillery. Damn it, they're charging behind. This isn't good. They have a lot more men than I thought. We got to get in there now. Fresh. Heroic. Colquitt. Run. I need them to double time it right now. Fuck. Not good. Not good. Old MacDonald, get back there. Help the men. Inspire them. Inspire them. Okay, they're routing. They're running away. Good. Hold the town, boys. Hold the fucking town. Hold the town, boys. Hold the town. We're double cooking it. We got fucking badass Walton coming in also on their flank. This division has 800 kills alone. Oh my god, dude. Get in there, run, boys. Kill them all. Oh yes, the most beautiful charge I've ever seen. Look at that. They're all side facing. They don't even have time to react. Perfect. Beautiful. Hold fire, Loomis. We got a charge in there. Hold fire, save your bullets. Beautiful. Absolutely glorious. Actually, shoot that guy. Shoot those guys on the left that are charging him. Shoot them. Shoot them now! Shoot them. Shoot them all. Okay, we got the rebels on the run. We got another division crossing the river. We got Milroy here to help a little bit with the crossings. We got some artillery heading over here to this artillery go over here. Very tired. Kill these fucking losers. They're charging in. Stop the double click. I know you guys are really tired. Y'all can chill for a sec. These guys, this is bloody over here. This is bad. But we are here. We are sticking it in to them. Sure. I'm going to move this artillery a little bit more over here. We're going to move Barstow over here with him. Behind him, kind of. Wow, look at this charge. Oh my god, dude. Get in there to help. Charge right now. Get in there. Help them out. Help them. Artillery. Food in there. Armored train, oh boy. Yeah, we have to really ramp up the defense here. That's a lot of men. We got more. We have more. We got more. Far more than you. The Union is just better. The Union is greater. All these charges, dude. What are y'all doing? Y'all really hoping to get some of all these charges, huh? No siree. I got artillery fucking coming up to fuck y'all. Oh yeah. Gotta hold the town for 54 minutes, which is like more like 10 minutes in real life time. 15 minutes. I need you guys to get more organized. I don't know what you're all doing back here. I know some of you guys are running away from the charge, but I need these guys who are fresh to get the fuck in the fight right now. I need you all to get in here. Come on. Move up. Move on up. Get into the fucking ball game here. I want you to put some fucking lead in. Why y'all fucking orgying around the thing? Get in it. Come on. Damn it. Get the fuck in there right now. Hold fire and get in there. I don't want you shooting them off. Just get into position. Positioning is everything. These guys are speaking of position, are out of position. Fall back into the town. And you're all gonna break anyway. You're gonna waver because y'all morale is bad. Because you're all stupid. Fall back. Yeah. You're gonna get back anyway. Love it, love it. skirmishers to get through. I don't like how this whole flank's falling apart here. Old MacDonald had a farm. I need you to hold this fucking shit right now. Shoot these motherfuckers. Focus on the train, too. That train gets together. So much death over here. Oh my god. So much death. More on my side here. This defense is bloody as hell. Hold exactly where you are. And fire. All these dudes out here, just fire into them. Ooh, even these ones. Start shooting them all. This is just bad. They're pushing in really bad. I need everybody to get into this city. Even the skirmishers. I need them all to retreat into the city. Get in there. These rebels really want it. We must not give it to them. I mean, we must give it to them, but not the city. We must give, like, all the bullets to them. Shoot them all. Kill them all. If need be. We must not let the city fall. Hold in your position right now. You hold. I don't want you retreating. Hold. 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 You're not listening to my orders. Hold. Probably because there's so many men in the city, he's trying to move. That's why. These guys hold. These guys to hold where they're at. Artillery to hold. These guys are all in really bad positions. Got so many men. And all these divisions are crossing the river, which is not what I wanted them to do. Because it creates a big blob, and I can't use them effectively. It's really going to come up to these northern divisions to really pull it up. They need to hold this part of the town. I don't care about the southern part as much. If we can just hold strong in the northern part of town, we'll hold the town long enough. Really trying to make sure these guys up here are going to be in good formations and whatnot. Skirmishers will be more frontward facing here, maybe. All you guys need to spread out, man. Okay, that train's going to withdraw. Start shooting these guys who are pushing in. I don't know why these guys are charging in, but be just like y'all are still routing. Shoot these guys. Quit worrying about these skirmishers. Hell, I will send you back if I have to, just so you can shoot the people I want you to shoot. Hey, come on. Get back a little bit, maybe. Help that. These guys are getting fucked up, and there's I'm seeing no kills really because they're all blobbing up. Damn it, dude. I need all you guys. I'm gonna have them all order right now. Y'all need to target these guys. If you need to, charge. I don't care. If you're gonna blob, then just charge at that point. mean, at least they're blobbing, so, like, over here, so there's gonna be nobody going into the city, kinda. It's better, I guess. Move there and hold. There's a lot of dudes right now. But there are two, so... They're just sending their dudes into the meat grinder. I love it. This flank's just collapsing because they don't know they can't position. They keep falling back. They keep getting routed, so they cannot hold the position down. Except these guys. These guys are fine. But these guys are just fucking getting fucked. Alright. When you've got them routing, turn to help your brothers over here. Over here. Need skirmishers right there. Need to move these cannons back a little bit. Just got another brigadier general hurt. Artillery's doing fine. I don't like how they're targeting, but I want them to target these guys that are towards the city. Target these guys. These guys are irrelevant over here. Target the fucking ones in the cities. Target these guys. Come on. You can target that division right there. See, this whole flank's irrelevant because it has nothing to do with the city. The city is where all the most important shit is. And we just got a... No, one of our divisions surrendered. No! No! We have more men over here, but the problem is they're not organized and they're not getting together to fucking fight back. Come on, quit running. Turn your backs. Quit routing. These guys are turning back to fight. Come on, cowards. Come on. Wake up. Cold Quit knows what's up. They're at least wavering, but they're still fighting. Y'all are just running like a bunch of cowards. You get way more men. There you go. Shoot back. Here, I'll even have artillery help you a little bit. How about that? There you go. I really don't want them to surrender. I don't care how many men die over here, if I'm being honest. I just don't like entire divisions to surrender because then I have to fucking... Then I have to go get them, but otherwise I lose them for the whole game. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Why are you all being fucking annoying? Come on. Whatever. I'll pretend like that flank don't exist anymore. I'm just gonna focus on these guys. We're doing beautifully. We only gotta hold for about a few more minutes here. We're doing absolutely fantastic. Except down here. This is just a fucking mess. I don't even know what's going on down here. Everybody's breaking, everybody's like falling apart. Even the Confederates are just being weird. All these positions are just crazy. You're gonna move middle here. Beautiful. You guys are finally fighting back. We're finally turning this around here over in this fucking mess of a fucking plank. More over here, please. Come on. Closer. A wee bit closer. We're gonna have another division coming about. Get right in there, actually. Kind of get right up in the fucking face. I want these guys to charge. Stockton, you're gonna get ready, you're gonna charge. It's probably a bad idea, but I'm all about the bad ideas today. Let's go. Let's get in there. Come on. I didn't realize they had 2,000 men in that blob there. I'm just gonna hold. I really want to get these guys back, but they're not gonna. It's just not gonna work. 449 kills with this artillery here. 476 with these guys. And we won, astoundingly. The Confederates lost 9,100 men. And we only lost 5,000 men. And we lost a whole infantry fucking regiment. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. But it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to win, right? Okay. Good old Walton here. Let's give you some more men. How about that? And you apparently don't have enough Springfields to buy for the 61 model. How about we buy some of the 55 model?
Sir, yes, sir!
And we can recruit... How many veterans do we have that we can recruit? 290. Let's do that. We need to get all the veterans we can get here. Actually, I'm going to save them for the artillery. Our artillery is really going to be, I think, our strong suit. We just need to hire rookies for our main infantry, and hopefully they'll eventually become veterans themselves.
Sir, yes, sir!
So we're going to have a lot of greenhorns in our army, but hopefully they'll get enough experience and they'll figure it out. I don't want them using a Mississippi. I don't like how a Union Army's using a gun from Mississippi. That doesn't sound right. Ooh, a Harper's Ferry. Those are very expensive, but they are quite effective. And I like effectiveness. And they're extreme. Man, they're so fucking expensive. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. I think it's going to be worth the investment, though. I just cannot ever lose Scales here. Scales is going to be a regiment that I never want to lose. That's a lot of weapons. Those Harper's Ferries costed me 100 grand. That's bad. I do have a career point. I'm going to use it for army organization so I can get more men here. I have 2 career points. I'll apply them both. This makes it to where I can recruit more people and shit and make bigger regiments and whatnot. Let's do that. And we can hire some more men in our regiments. I don't got enough money to hire many more, but we're going to get as many as we can here. I think I'm going to use the rest of the money to... We got some men that we can get there. I'll just apply it to this. $4,100. Let's give everything we have there.
Yes, sir.
Alright. A little bit of shit there. Stress call. Alright. This will be my final battle for tonight. Then I'm going to hop off. Ah, we got to hold these. Okay. More defending. Great. We got to hold our supply depots. Sounds good. There are these skirmishers out here in the wood line. We're going to send Richards up here. And we're going to... Actually, no, we're going to have scales right here. In these trees. We're going to have Richards go here along this wall up this way. We'll have Walton go out here in the middle. We'll have Loomis go hang out here at the southern fort. And actually we'll have Woods hang out here. We'll have Loomis go up this way as like a backup on this flank, just in case. McDonald, you're going to go up here. And we'll keep everything else as is right now. We have some skirmishers out this way. We'll have them kind of scout along the river. See what we got to deal with here. Something like that. See where these guys are coming from. And in the meantime, we just gotta wait. Let them figure stuff out. Confederate forces spotted. Right. Coming up north here. And then we got some dudes coming from the tree line. Good thing we got Loomis right here to fuck these guys up. Flank a little bit. It's to be expected. It happens. We want old McDonald's to get down here and get... Walton, we're just gonna hold here for now. Right here. Scales, you're gonna go up there. We're gonna keep these skirmishers here. Keep moving up with Loomis. I love our I didn't realize we had cavalry right here. We have them go in there to help soften these dudes up. Perfect. 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 Kill this entire thing of cavalry right now. I want them all to die. If not surrender. I don't care what goes on, just destroy them all. Rout them, destroy them. Do what you must. Or don't. That works too. No, 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 no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't realize these guys are fucking... The fuck? Back there. Me no like that. Alright, we got some, reinforcements coming in, I think. Which is good. I could always use more help. Get in there and inspire the troops. Do not let them fucking waver. In fact, I want these guys to go all the way around, and I want them to post up on this hill and kill any cavalry that come back in. I cannot allow these cavalry to do what they're doing. It cannot happen. Alright, we have some cannoneers coming in. Whole bunch of reinforcements. We're doing great. We're doing chipper. Looks like our skirmishers over here scouted some armies moving. We're gonna send Walton out here. Post up in this tree line here and just kind of shoot them. You know? You guys are gonna shoot these guys. Kill those fucking horsemen. Charge them, boys. Charge them. Scales was wounded? No, not Scales. Damn, they're getting wrecked over here. They charged in there very effectively. Wow. Rebels are not playing today, are they? Getting kicked up a little bit. Down here we're doing very good, but up here we're not. I think our general is more needed up this way. Because the feds are right now doing pretty well. I gotta actually reroute Walton. Sorry, skirmishers, y'all are just kind of on your own for now. Walton needs to go back to the fort. Be here to defend it. Just in case something happens. A bit more forces over here. And we got some cannoneers coming in, so we're gonna be able to post them up. Not in the middle here to shoot anybody that we need him to. Have him go over here. Maybe a little more towards away from these guys. I don't like all these cavalry coming in to fuck with them. That's what they've been doing. I got a whole fucking thing coming through. A whole regiment. A whole regiment coming through. Charge in there, kill them. Kill them all. I'm losing a lot of people, bro. A lot of people. Scales is doing horribly right now. Really bad. I need general to go in there. I need the general to go in there and help. I said I can't lose Scales earlier, which looks like it can happen. That was a very expensive division I paid for. They mustn't surrender. dude. Come here. This is a greenhorn army if I ever seen one. They are fucking doing horribly right now. So we're really just gonna have to like hunker down in the ports, basically. This is bad. It's like a bunch of kids fighting. That's literally it. They're fucking sucking dick right now. Horribly. I haven't seen an army this ineffective in a minute. This is bad. Already wavering. Already wavering. 900 men lost here in this regiment. 1,000, only 100 kills. We're gonna lose this supply depot. We gotta get McDonald out. Get out of the fort. Barge in. Too late. Too late. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. They really rolled them shits out for this one, didn't they? We're gonna lose these supply depots. The amount of kills they're inflicting compared to us is just bad. All these greenhorns, bro, they're so ineffective. That's the main thing. They don't have the experience. The ones that are left, at least still have some experience, so we'll just replace them. Lose these supply depots. That sucks. I've never seen a fucking regiment or regiments do so poorly before. Over here we're doing a little better. We're kind of thwarting them here, but all their forces right here, we're concentrating on this one supply depot. So now they're gonna all fucking come for this one. I think I just lost an entire brigade there. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Oh, these guys are even like in their own little thing and they've lost 700 men. And they haven't got any fucking thing to show for that at all. Just a bloodbath, man. Get over there. Just keep going, I guess. Destroyed that regiment of forces, so. They can cross this little creek and get fucked in the fight right now. This regiment's the only one that's doing good. And I think it's the regiment that had less men but more veterans. Is this the Wololo game? I don't know. What's a fucking Wololo game? Skirmisher surrendered. Our skirmisher surrendered. Great. Fantastic. I don't like skirmishers anywhere, so I'm not really crying over it. I care less about skirmisher regiments. I don't care about them. The ones I care about are my actual main regiments that have 2,000, 3,000 men. Like, where are these guys? They're running. They're scared. They're scared shitless. I got a whole fucking army of greenhorns, bro. Like, all these guys are a bunch of babies. Like, they're so scared. A few shots, they're running away and routing. Circle of life when it comes to an army, but eventually they'll become hardened veterans. It's just going to take time. Well, the ones that die are dead, so it's too bad, but the ones that do survive, they're going to at least get experience. Oh, an Age of Empire reference? Yeah, I don't really play much Age of Empires. So me would not know. I'm content with just holding one supply depot, but I don't think I am. These guys, I'm losing regiments and shit of all my horses and all that. They've got an army of veterans. I've got an army of greenhorns, so... We are just getting properly shit on right now. Properly fucking shit on. I just want them to hold, honestly. Just hold your positions and just fight it out. At least the ones in the woods up there. There's no pushing out. They're just gonna have to defend. Hope that this comes to an end here soon. Oh, man. This is bad. This is bad. And they secured Depot 2. Alright. Can we just, like, surrender? Or just withdraw from the fight? Withdraw. I'll fall back. I want all my troops to fall back. Every one of them. All of them fall back. I'm ordering a withdrawal. General withdrawal. We're out of here. Never knew this place. These supply depots, never knew them. Don't even know what they are. Withdrawal, boys. Get out of here. Run. Fight for another day, boys. Well, these guys can't really run, but... Withdraw, boys, withdraw. Why are you running that way to withdraw? What are you doing? Go this way right now. No, hold your fucking fire and run. Right now. Go. Go this way. Withdraw that way. What are you, fucking stupid? Go. Go. Quit shooting. I told you to stop. Go. Oh, and the cavalry's coming in. Y'all are a bunch of fucking idiots, man. What are you doing? Now you're just gonna get torn apart. Because you're not listening. Well, you're all gonna die. You kind of deserve it at this point. You're being dumb. I told you to go that way to withdraw. Then you all want to go towards the fucking 3 or 4 regiments. And they broke. They're gone. They're going home. They never even existed at this point. Come on, dude. What are we doing, man? Fall back. Quit. Just go. Fall back. Fall back. We lost. It's just time to call it a day, man. Fall back, fall back, fall back. We're just losing everything. Losing everything. Can I just, like, completely withdraw? Just get out of here. Yeah, complete defeat. Absolutely just destroyed. I mean, that was bad. So at least we still got scales. We need to get veterans, man. We have no fucking veterans. 800. That's so shit. Because, like, when we recruit rookies, our fucking... all of our efficiency goes down so bad. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna only arm my men with the cheapest rifles from now on, because they don't deserve anything better. I swear to God. Until we have a proper bit of money. I like how a musket is more expensive than a Springfield. Alright. Yep. I already have them, so you might as well just keep them. Fuck it. But I'm gonna give them the cheapest weapons.
Sir, yes, sir!
They're gonna have to suffer because they suck. And I guess we'll have to recruit a few rookies here. We're out of veterans. We're out of veterans. We have no more veterans to recruit. Because they're all fucking dead or something. I am going to do this. I'm going to sell a bunch of... I think I've captured some, right? Yeah. Sell these. 3 of those. Sell those. Got some of these guys. Sell those. Some of these guys. Sell those. And we got a bunch of muskets. Sell those. Bunch of Mississippis. Sell those. Bunch of Springfields. Sell those. These guys. Sell those. And we are going to equip our army with cheapest rifles, which are the Springfield, these ones. Even though I can't right now, because these guys are already armed with these Springfields, so if I can rearm them with soldiers, I'll do that. Except these guys. I only do 21,000 worth. And these guys here. Do a couple. And our core, I can get them upgraded. We'll do that. Steady under fire, 20% accuracy infantry, 20% accuracy skirmish, cavalry, and artillery. I do like accuracy. And there's where I call it, man. Whoops, I didn't even close out yet. Save it. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna hop off for the night. Alt F4 out of this. So y'all have a good night. I will, catch you guys in the next one, man. Yeah. Anyway. I will see you guys. I'm so tired right now, so. Yep. Peace.